All right, welcome everyone to the Uniq Xpressions podcast. Our event tonight is going to be a good one. I am your host, Destinee Jae, and here's your co-host, Queen Diva.
Hello.
All right, so we are going to jump right into the topic because I know we're going to have a lot of opinions and a lot of questions. Um, this show is going to start. I'm going to talk about a clip, a very controversial clip that happened last week that people are still talking about. That's how controversial it is. It had to do with African American young lady coming on a show with the life and style coach. His name was Kevin Samuels. You can find him on YouTube. Do your research on that. And just from the topic, just from the title was "You Look Average at Best." That's how it started. And it said it was a clip where a lifestyle coach named Kevin Samuels gives a woman a savage response when she said she wants a seven-figure man. All right?
Wow.
So you have to look at that clip. It's amazing. What we wanted to talk about tonight, which is going to be one of the things we want to talk about, is why was it that this woman couldn't get a 6-7 figure man? Was it because she was a black woman? Was it because this man Kevin Samuels doesn't like women? Which it seems like if you watch his other videos. Was it because she wasn't on the lines? She didn't have a 6 figure salary. And from what I saw, she did. So that's what we want to talk about. We also want to talk about how or why a lot of us are not high value partners in relationships. So we're going to talk about that also. All right. Now, let me give you a little criteria on what a high value man, a high value woman is. And then we can go from there. All right. So they say, we just going to start since there's a lot of women in here. They say a high value woman is a woman who knows her value, is a woman who's a feminine asset to her market. Now, he says that her market, you got to listen up, guys, her market is men. That's her only market, right? Then he says, on the other hand, that a high value man is a man that has 6 principles of worth. He goes down the line. He talks about the money he makes monthly. He talks about his group acceptance. He also talks about his visibility, like he has to be visible to his peers. He never once, in those whole 6 figures, he never once says anything about him being a good man to his woman, him being valuable to his woman, nothing. But when he got to the women, everything he said, and I got notes for days, was about how a woman should be valuable to her man. Did anybody see the clip that I was talking about first? Can we talk about
No,
that?
no, but I'm going to ask you one question. So the
Sure.
woman should be valuable to the man, but the man doesn't have to be valuable to the woman. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, he's saying a high value man's the way they're defined as they are valuable in their market is like money, their job, their friends, their status, right? And
Right.
Right. That
I
makes
can
a lot of sense. I can believe that a man would feel that way, but we as women don't feel that way. And I think that might have been the reason why he left her out of his 6 values.
okay.
No,
And I understand that. I get it.
I think it's reverse because I was just talking to a friend of mine's a little while ago, and she was saying to me that she didn't want to date a man that's not in her speed.
Oh,
Okay,
I
now
can
meaning that
understand that.
meaning that like us men, if a young lady looks cute and got she got her stuff together, and she's making, I'm just gonna say $20,000 a year. A lot of men don't have a problem with that. But if a lady's making 100 grand and a guy making 20, she has a problem with that.
Okay. I can understand exactly what you're saying, but my opinion is the man should not put a label on the woman, and the woman should not put a label on a man. If you were my man and you were making 20,000, it's fine with me. It's all about the love in the relationship. It's like, how much do you love me? Do you love me enough? If I wasn't making anything, if I was unemployed, would you love me? Would you still love me? And I think that's a vice versa conversation. I don't put a market on a man. That's something I don't do.
Okay, but you're like me. We're old school. These young chicks out here now,
Right.
they're doing it.
Right.
They're doing
Yes,
it.
they are.
Right.
Yes,
They are. Yes. Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Go
absolutely.
ahead, Frederick, go ahead.
Hey, Frederick.
Hold on. I am only 36, and I'm old school too. So, at the same time, you can't put a price on love.
There you go.
If somebody loves you,
Frederick, we said these young chicks out here. We didn't say the young dudes is doing it.
no, hold on. You can't say that either, because there's some older women out here who still got a young mind. So you can't say that.
Right.
Well, wait a minute, because I'm one of those older chicks that do put not so much a price on love, but put a price on some things.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as like he's saying that as far as age goes, it doesn't matter about age. It's the maturity in the
I just
person.
feel like I'm realistic when it comes to certain things. And before you are my man that's making only $20,000, you are a random guy that wants to talk to me. And if I have to see a rap sheet, let's be realistic about it. There's certain things, if you look at their rap sheet, you're gonna be like, no. If you see another rap sheet that make more money. But here's also the thing. You can look at a rap sheet and say, oh, he's making $100,000. He got a lot of money to spend on me and to take care of me. Then you can look at the rap sheet of the $20,000 and say, he don't got no money to take care of me. But guess what? The $20,000 will love the hell out of you, will help raise your kids or be a good father, a family man. With $100,000 person will have the money to give you that as well. But you have to hang on every word that he do. You have to do everything that he wants. So it's like a give and take, when you pick in this relationship. I would prefer to have the man that make that money, but that don't make the man. So that's how I feel about it.
You're echoing to me. You're sounding echoed.
Renee.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Renee, I could speak to them in the chat line. I'm supposed to say it. Right? Okay, I got it. Listen, it's funny you said that, Antoinette, because I was thinking about that too as well. Just because a man has money don't mean he's gonna give it to you.
Absolutely, that's his money.
Women ask for a man that has money, but that man have all the money in the world. No mean he's gonna be kind-hearted. No mean he's gonna spend on you.
Right.
I could give you a story. I have a friend she's a nurse, and she's always looking for a big-time specialist doctor and everything. And she finally got herself a doctor who was well-to-do doctor. And guess what? The man wouldn't even spend a dime on her. And then she started complaining that she can't get that money. But I said, you got what you wanted.
Right.
You want a man that makes money.
Right.
But when they broke up and the man was leaving the house, do you know he came back to the toilet plunger? The toilet plunger. He came. That means a lot to you. That means not even a dime he was willing to leave in the house. But he said, we gotta be careful what we ask for. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you, Mr.
Money don't make the man make the money.
Mr. Samuel said that if you are a 6, you cannot get a 6-figure man if you are a 6. So when this woman said that she was a 6, that kind of made his whole
That was funny.
Because he said, don't say you're a 7. So she couldn't put
But
7.
here's the thing, though, with that. She also had some other baggage. I mean, I'm not taking up for him because he was wrong as heck. But she also said that, some issues that she had, not issues, but some situations she had. So I personally, I don't agree with what he said as far as you can't get a 6-figure man, but sometimes we do that. We think, because I make this is what I deserve to have. And in actuality, it doesn't work that way. You have to listen. You go, and if you're putting on, and forgive me, I'm gonna step on some toes right here, and I want y'all to just charge it to my heart. If you gotta put on, because we discussed this a little bit last week, if you gotta put on all this stuff to try to impress a man, to me, you need to work on yourself before you go. Man, whether it be a 6-figure man or a $20,000 man. Right. And that's what you try to say.
You said it correctly.
said that last week.
It all starts.
yourself a 6.
It
But see,
all
I'm gonna be
starts
honest.
with. It
I know
all
I'm not.
starts with the woman
Renee,
working on themselves first.
Renee, we're gonna use the. Okay.
I know I'm not the best looking woman, but on the same token, somebody asked me what I am. I'm a 9 or a 10. That's what I'm gonna say.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's why.
I think that was my main thing too. When I didn't see the whole clip, but I looked at it real quick before I got on with y'all, and I don't want to judge him, but a little bit he did irritate me. But I don't know her whole just the where she was coming from. But I did feel like, and I agree with what was just said. Like, regardless of the fact, just because I came from the hood or a negative situation does not mean I feel like and I think Andreen, we was just saying this. I think by itself, just because I came from where I came from don't mean I can't walk in the room and steal the show. So it's just like that's what's in me. Like, I know when I enter a room, I demand a certain type of presence. I don't care if I came from Harlem. I don't care if I came from a one family home. Like, I demand to be treated with a certain type of presence. And any room I walk in with any type of men are gonna be attracted to me because of what I feel for myself. So that's how I feel.
I'm from the hood, and I could throw on the suit and walk in the room, and you would never know. So listen, I understand.
Right.
Okay.
Let me ask you guys something. It looks like the first thing he says that a high value woman would be is a feminine asset. What do you think about that? He labels a feminine asset as fit, feminine, and friendly. Now, I can go into what that means, but I will go into it if you need me to.
Well, I'm going to say something right there. First off, one of the things about him.
And fit was first, mind you. So
wait a minute. And I'm going to say this too. He gives me the impression that he thinks all, high class men want a skinny or young woman. And that's probably what he does. And that's probably why he's single. However, the thing of it is that everybody likes different things. Number one. Number two, it's about your confidence. So I disagree with him saying that's what a woman is. That's
I disagree as well.
Because I can meet somebody else that's not like that.
Okay.
I agree.
That goes to the song, I need somebody to love me for me.
Let me ask you something. What do you guys think the definition of a high value partner would be? What's your definition? What characteristics does a high value partner need to have? Value as in an asset, the highest of your, he calls it like the highest of your property, your the greatest in value. Like, what would a person in your life need to be high value?
It all depends on the person themselves. It all depends on what that person is looking for. I'm open.
Let's talk about you.
I'm open.
You're open.
If you come to me as a kind man, willing to, help me out, whatever the case may be, I'm open. I don't close my door to no one. And a lot of times what people tend to do is they have closed doors where they want to label another person that they think is right for them. And then when they get with that right person that they thought, they're the wrong person. So I stay open. I'm an open person.
Okay, you see, for me, what makes a person valuable is not the money that's in their pocket or in their bank account. So me and him will totally be on two different spectrums. What makes a person valuable to me is how they treat me. Is the kind of relationship that we have. You know what I mean? It's not about the bank account, the house, and the cars and everything like that. Because all those things, they can have all that and treat you like crap. They treat you like shit. You know what I mean? So,
and that's all material.
It's all material. What makes a person valuable is the inside, and how they make you feel while they're with you in that relationship. That's what valuable is to me. But obviously, to Mr. Samuel, that's not what he's referring to. He's referring
to all.
Not
at all.
To me, I feel like as far as like what Andrew just said, when it comes to that, if you don't know your worth, then the person ain't gonna respect it. So you only gonna get what you value yourself as. So
Right.
people gonna treat you the way you treat yourself and the way you respect yourself and value yourself as far as you knowing your worth. And sometimes people cover that up with this mask until they get comfortable, and then they get comfortable, and then they show the real them. But by then, you already fell in love with their freaking mask, and then when the mask come off, you're like, oh hell. So at the end of the day, like Adrienne said, it's not about how much money you got. Money makes people happy, but it also destroys people too. So that's why I said I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. There's a difference, because if I'm rich, I only gonna be happy because I can have whatever I want. Maybe I want to say, hey, we got money, but I don't want to spend it on that. No. When you rich, you like, hey, listen, I get whatever I want. The rich people ain't happy. You find me a rich person that say they happy.
It's true.
I cut the hell up.
Look at the divorce rate. Look at the divorce rate with people that's supposed to be wealthy and celebrity life.
Yeah.
They don't value love like they're supposed to. They get divorced like coming out swinging doors. You know what I mean? So what does that goes to show you? Does rich people make people happy? Hey, I like the Gucci's and the Louis and all that stuff.
Right.
But,
I sure do.
you know what I'm saying? Hello. It comes down to it. Relationship wise, that's not what makes me happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What makes me happy is a good man that know how to do what he needs to do.
There you go.
All angles.
Let me ask y'all, what is wealthy to y'all? Like how much does a man need to make to be wealthy to you? A month.
Zero.
Let's say monthly.
$0.
So he needs to be broke then.
Doesn't matter if he's broke. It's all about the love in the relationship. It's all about the love in the relationship. It's not a matter of how much he makes or how much she makes.
But that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking, y'all gotta listen to me. I'm going somewhere with this.
Mm-hmm.
How much does a man need to make to be wealthy, to be rich?
If he's able to pay his bills and still be able to do things after that.
So we wouldn't label him a high value man. We would just label him right for us then, right?
He's stable.
Okay, because I'm
Good
going to
answer.
be honest. I usually don't speak on what I think, but I had no problem with what this man was saying about a high value man or a high value woman. I actually agree with him. I actually watched 3 different shows of his, both 3 hours long. And you know what I did? I got up and worked out. Because he said, she needs to be fit.
You know, men love that. I work out every day.
But you know what happens to the man that don't care?
Feminine.
What happens to the man that don't care about if you fit or
Destiny, you
not? But he cares about
need
if
a
you're
trainer.
healthy.
I got you.
Okay, Frederick, I'm gonna be looking for you because I
Isn't
want
that
to be
your
of high value in
That
my
is your
relationship.
future husband, right? So he already taking care of you.
Hey, speaking into my existence, you know. But
So
that's what I need to be high value. And he said, and let me tell you something, he said a whole bunch of stuff that I really agree with. You know, and I feel like I'm very realistic. I know that I'm not at the best, you know, weight that I know you can't really see me and everything like that. Like I'm good, but I'm not where I should be. So when he said fit, I said, you know what, that makes sense because I know a lot of men talk about that. He said a figure is the first thing. Your looks is the first thing a man sees.
Yeah, but there's something wrong
Can I-
with
can I-
that.
can I-
because
can I-
you
No,
cannot-
that is the first thing a man sees, because that's like when I look at a man, the first thing I might notice is he's attractive. But if I sit in that room long enough, and I've been around men that got money, nice cars, the minute they open their mouth, I really want to smack the hell out of them.
Yeah,
You know,
they
and it's not
ugly.
even that they're very ugly, or they condescending, or even if it's not towards me, because some men think that in order to be with a pretty girl, I gotta talk bad about an ugly
Right.
girl, or I gotta say
Right.
stuff to you because you're the pretty girl, or they'll talk about somebody that's
Right.
handicapped, not knowing my brother's handicapped. So like a lot of things to me, I'm 41, so I'm in that old school, middle school, whatever you want to call it, type of bracket. I
In the
get
middle
very
school.
frustrated and turned off a lot. So you could be the finest, have all the money, but the minute you open your mouth, you're ugly to me, and I'd rather go exit stage door left.
And I just want to say something. You're in the middle school, but you're also old school.
Right. I'm in the middle of it. I have my old fashioned
Right.
ways, and then I have my little, other little young
And you have the
little
right
wanna hip
mind.
hop ways.
You have the right mindset because, like you said, they can make $1 million. But the minute I start talking to you and your mouth doesn't sound right to me, leave me alone.
Right.
I'm the same.
Looks and money is just not enough. Like looks is just not gonna cut it. It's a million fine niggas in the world. Looks are just not cutting anymore.
So let me ask you a question. So he mentioned fit. So it looks is not important then, because how you look facial wise and how you look in body is two different things. So what is
well, no, that's not what he said. I got an answer for that too.
I'm asking you. It's a question. I don't know. I'm asking you. What did he say? He said.
Okay, he said.
Yo, that's a flat ear dream.
Gotta brace myself. He said that her looks matters, right? But he said it wouldn't matter as much if she was enthusiastic. Now, he said that she could be more, if she was more enthusiastic, she could be less hot.
Well, you know what? That word enthusiastic.
Wait. Listen,
I'm all ears.
Now, the way he said enthusiastic, he said she should be cheerful and jipper to her man. Let me give you some examples. Because listen, she should be kid-like, puppy-like, a puppy-like enthusiasm to your man when he's coming home, when you're cooking his meals or cleaning his home.
He wants a dog.
He's a clown.
You said it.
See, I'm breaking it down. She should brighten up his life. She should be she should brighten up his mind, his body, and his spirit. That's
he wants an imaginary person. That's what he wants. Imagine
what's in it for her after she's done all of that.
Right,
What's in it for her?
Exactly. He wants an imaginary person.
It's like
after this show, if Kevin don't come get me, let me tell you what she gets. She gets the 6-figure man that she wanted.
So he's gonna spoil her long as she does over the weekend.
That's not enough.
It's not
for me to be bowing down.
Can I say something real quick?
Okay.
As far as I hear everything you're saying that he wants one of those girls. So when he comes to the door, hi babe, you're home. Oh my God, I love you. Come here.
But can I bring up a point? Remember how she said it was a lot of people that was divorced, or those 6-figure men? That's why. Because you don't want to equal. You want somebody that's going to kiss your behind and lay your
I think the money is just supposed to be enough, and it's not. Money is not
you
enough.
can't be everything to every dang on body. So if you, and that's not a good example of well, you get that. Is it worth the 6 figures? Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
He's crazy and he's delusional.
I was gonna say this: if a guy talk down to me like that, and he's 6 figures, I'm gonna be looking at how I can get his 6 figures, and he won't be here no more.
That's why I said he wants an imaginary.
But he didn't talk down. He didn't talk down.
No. He was saying the things that the woman's supposed to be cheerful, clean his house, cook his net. Yeah, if I do all that and you treat me like crap,
exactly.
Dinner, all right.
There you go.
You're
gonna have a nice bowl of cyanide soup.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Say something, bro.
Can I say something?
Help me out here,
can I say something?
Yeah.
Where did he say he was treating that woman bad?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
What I'm trying to tell you, okay, don't get mad, ladies, but guess what? That was her job.
Yes. That's
okay, so can I let me respond to that.
Yes.
Let me respond to that. It's not that he's per se saying that I'm treating her bad. What he's saying is this is his idealistic woman, right? Mm-hmm. So now let's be realistic now. These days I'm gonna come home from the type of job that I have, working with the children that I work with, that's under ACS, that's getting taken from their parents under COVID type of situations. I'm a mother, I have kids, and I cry for these kids. And I try to be a mother to them. So I would not be an idealistic woman because now, not Monday, but Wednesday, I came home and I'm not, hey babe, how you doing? I cooked your breakfast. I cooked your lunch. I cooked your dinner. Oh, I got on the lingerie. I got on this. Oh, you like my hair? Oh, okay. So if I'm not like that, I was an idealistic woman Monday, Tuesday, but when I'm having a bad day because of my job on Wednesday, and I
The
don't really
role
feel like
switched.
cooking
Now
today,
you
you
come
know,
home,
baby,
I'm a
I'm
cook.
tired.
And
I'm
she's
gonna give you a bone.
absolutely correct.
It's just like what he wants is a Barbie doll, and I don't think he wants the black one
I said an
neither.
imaginary woman.
He
Yeah,
don't
he
want
wants
to
a
Can I be
Barbie.
honest? Can I be honest? If I have a six-figure man, I'm not working.
That's what I'm trying to say. Those ladies,
Yes.
let me say something. Number one, those ladies are not working. That's their
They're
job.
not working.
And number
Yo.
two, guess what? I know a couple of those ladies. I know
So
a
why
couple
aren't
of
they
those ladies.
working? Why aren't they working? Are
Because
they
they have a
disabled?
six-figure
What are
man.
you
They're
doing all
spoiled.
day,
I got
every
a
day,
question.
babe?
Her
I
job
don't
can
care.
help.
His
I don't
money.
care how many
That's
figures
his
you
money.
make. I don't
That's
care how
his
many
money.
figures. Hold on one second.
Yeah,
I don't care how
Nika.
many. I don't care how many figures you make. Me being a woman, I'm still going to take care of myself. I was brought up to be independent.
So you guys want to kind of be the man in a relationship then, right?
No,
Not necessarily
but
the
here's the
man,
thing.
but nothing wrong with making
No, I
your
get
own
what
money.
Renee's saying.
I'm gonna say this then. So here's the question: if you're not working, you're working in the house. What happens when, like you said, you have a bad day at the grocery store, something like you not chipper, and then he gets mad at you and thinks you got an attitude? You ain't working. You dependent on him.
That's
So now you
toxic in the
can't take care of
relationship.
yourself.
Wait. Can I finish? Can I say something?
Go ahead, bro.
Let me say
That can't happen. That can't happen because their job is to make him happy. That's their job.
That was their job.
That's their
That
job.
sounds so
Wait,
miserable.
That was their job.
let me finish.
Who said that was
Can I
my
finish?
job?
Can I
Hold on.
finish? Number one. Wait.
Who
Can I
made
finish?
that up?
Can I finish? Number
ahead,
one, being a housewife is not a damn easy job.
No.
Okay?
Especially
Taking
damn
care of kids
Mm.
is not an easy job. So
not.
it's when you say it's a job, it's a job. And then when the man comes home, he from a hard day at work, he wants to be pampered by his wife.
At what point did she get pampered from the day she had at work?
Right. What's in it for
Why
her?
is she at work? He's
Okay,
saying it from a standpoint that she's not working.
for her.
She don't
She's
need a
not
job.
working.
He's gonna
Can I
take
say
care
something?
of her.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say something? I work in a gym, right? My gym is a little with the Barbie doll ladies, and I listen to their conversation and they talk. You know what they do? They get up in the morning, they come to the gym, they take their aerobic classes, they go get their nails done, they go get their hair done, they go shopping, and they're home by the time their husbands get home with dinner ready and everything.
Well, Brown, I'm going to say this. I was married. My husband was a fitness trainer. At that time, I was 190 pounds. All he wanted me to do was go to the gym. Like, you cannot control me. You cannot control a woman. You have to work. It's an equal relationship. It's equal. It's like, I give you 50, you give me 50.
But what if you put that on the table when y'all start dating?
Right.
Right, because there was this
You
man.
have to be honest when you start dating.
Wait. There was this man when he got married. He says, "Listen, if you gain over 50 pounds, this relationship would be over."
So then he didn't need to be with her.
And I wouldn't have never been with him because again, I don't like stuff like that. Because first of all, I'm gonna have your kids.
You see,
I'm gonna
ladies,
have your kids.
y'all
So I'm
ladies say
gonna
that.
tell you, I can't tell you
because
what weight I'm gonna
y'all say
gain
that's
after
so
I give
easy.
birth to your kids.
And
Like
he
so
a
after
six-figure man, I'm losing 50
after I
pounds.
give birth
I
to
don't know
your
about
kids,
y'all.
you're gonna tell me I still gotta leave. I still gotta leave. So you really don't love me. Because even if let's just say I'm that chick and I agreed to that, but if you love me and we in year 5, I have your child, your first child, my first child, we all in bliss. And then because I gained weight after cooking and cleaning and nursing and doing all of that,
Staying
no,
home
you
all
hit
day.
the 50 mark.
Because you didn't
It's time
work
to
out.
break up.
You didn't work
It's
out.
time to break up. It's time to break up with me.
You didn't work out.
But why didn't you work out? You got a six-figure man. Y'all telling me y'all not trying to hold down this six-figure man? Close
People
your
got
mouth.
what about
Stop
postpartum?
eating.
People got postpartum.
I like this. We got two
Stop
different types of
postpartum.
opinions
Stop
on
That
it.
money
eating. You
don't
trying to keep
hold
this
no
Money
six
does
weight.
not.
figures.
Money does not make a person.
It does
I'm
not
sorry.
hold no weight.
See, you know the problem is. Y'all ladies not getting the idea.
No,
This
not
is
at all.
her job. You're not understanding it. That's her job. That's her profession right now.
Who
So
gave that to her?
But wait a
He
minute.
What's
did.
in it for
When we
her?
got
Because
married.
she can say
Six
she's dating a
figures.
millionaire. Just to be able to say that.
But guess what? Guess what? In return, whenever you want your Louis Vuitton, you want to
Yes.
drive your Mercedes, you
Yes.
want to drive
I
your
like
Bentley,
Mercedes.
it's right in the
Yes.
garage for you to drive. Here's the keys, baby. Go
That's
do
why.
But
what
where
you
do you
Then
gonna
if
go
do.
if
y'all
you ain't got
break
no
up,
money?
then what?
Brown, that's why I was
That's why she
raised
need to
to
be able to
be
make her own money.
independent.
While you in a
That's why I was
relationship with that
raised to
man,
be
you should be making your
independent. I
own
don't
money on
depend
the
on
side as
nobody.
well.
Right.
You should
I
be
So
making
mean,
your own
y'all
money on
break
the
up,
side
and
as
then
well.
Let me
what?
just
You
say
have
this.
no job. You have
You know
nothing
what?
on your
You know,
resume.
you know what's hard to say. You know what?
Say that
You know
again.
what?
let me
You
say it, Brown.
you
I know
want to
what
see
you're
my
about to say.
resume?
I know what
Go
you're
ahead.
You're
about
not
to
gonna
say,
win,
Brown.
bro. There's a room full of
I
women. You're not
know
gonna
it.
win, bro.
No, it is because I got him. I know exactly what you're talking about. Can we say what the definition of bitter is? Can we talk about
There you
that?
No,
go.
but it's not
There you
being
go.
bitter.
Yeah, thank
There
you,
you go.
Brown.
There
Yeah,
you go.
because
There
I
you
hear a
go.
lot of bitterness
There you
in this
go.
No, no,
room.
no.
There you go.
Let me say it this way from
Some
somebody who
bitterness.
was
Oh,
married,
shit, man.
who was married,
Yeah.
and I got divorced, but he wasn't making six figures when we first got married, but we worked to that point, and when we got divorced, he was already at the six figures. And what I'm saying to you is this: you still got to have your own stuff. Now, granted,
Mhm.
everybody keeps trying to talk about, oh, six-figure man, he doing this, he doing that. That's still just because he got six figures. That ain't
Right.
you. That's not you. And if
Once
he
you marry
decides,
him,
let me finish. If he decides that one day he don't love you
That's
no
the
more, you
beauty.
ass out.
no, you're
You
not. You marry, you
He's
get
probably
half.
cheating and catering
You
to
get
hella
half.
women.
It's called half.
Keep plotting.
It's just nothing
Destiny
like having your
plotting.
own.
It's
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 nothing
it's called
like
half.
having
We
your
split
own.
then
it
why
in
would
two.
God
You know
give me a
what?
brain
You know
if I'm
what?
She
supposed
got
to
a
just
plan.
When you get divorced, or whatever, she still gets a nice settlement.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let me
do
tell you.
I
Let
So
have
me
to
a
tell you.
pay
guy
for my
like that is
settlement?
gonna make sure he don't. Make sure she don't.
Let me
Right.
tell
A
you.
guy
Gotta
like
sign
that
a
is gonna make
plea
sure she
deal.
don't.
That's right.
Let me
Yeah.
let me
Right.
tell you. Let me tell
Nah.
you.
If he
Let me
told
tell
you
you.
you can't gain 50 pounds, you better believe he had to sign a prenup. So
Absolutely.
no,
Right.
she don't.
And y'all not
Guess
Right.
gonna
what?
Then
sign that
what?
for six figures?
Let me
Guess what? Let me tell you something
No,
crazy.
because
Okay.
if I could probably make six figures myself. So no, I'm not gonna wait
Exactly.
on a
I'm
man.
on the
So
way to six
so we got
figures.
some
That's
six
I'm
figure
not
people in
impressed.
here. I never knew.
On the
No, what
way.
I'm saying is we can if you
You have to take care of you. You
I
can't
can't hit somebody.
anybody else to take
Anita.
care of you, regardless if you're married or if you're not married. If you're in a relationship,
Who was
don't
that
depend
talking?
on that person to take care of you.
on your phone.
Because, like she just said, when he decides he doesn't love you anymore, you're left by yourself.
With
It
nothing.
starts with you.
You know,
Guys,
one thing I heard, because Will Smith and Jada be having their little stuff going on, but then they got their Will have little hidden gems that he say. And I was thinking about it the other day. He had said on the interview before that, sometimes he would be upset with her. They've been married for a long time, so it's not always up. He said sometimes he'd be mad at her for his happiness and vice versa. And he said he came to the realization is that she's not responsible for his happiness and he's not responsible for her happiness.
Mhm.
You're responsible for your own happiness just as well as she is. Once you know how to make yourself happy by yourself, then you can make someone else happy. So again, I can't determine that, oh, he has X amount of money. This is what's going to make me happy. Because do I want a man and a person in a relationship that's rich and filthy, stinking rich? Yeah, that's real cute. I can't compare it to nothing because I've never had that. But what I would like to have that, yes. But again, realistically, I want to be happy. I want to be in love. I want to feel like it's an equal. Like I want to feel like we share a bond and everything, and it's forever, ever. Like all that trying to make me sign a prenup. I can't gain weight. So when can I ever be myself? Because I know me. One day I got a black wig, then I got a red wig, then it's hats off,
me
wigs off,
too.
wigs on. Like I want to be who I am whenever I feel like it. So it's just like you can't dictate how I'm gonna be because I need to know how I'm gonna be. You're still learning me. I gotta know me. I gotta do me. And even if you're rich, I still want my own income because I'm not a sit at home all day chick. I'm just not. Like I feel like I'm that 100%. I cook, I clean, I go to work, I take care of my kids. I'm not perfect, but I do the best I could do. And if you tell me again after I'm doing all that, you gained 50 pounds, or leave or sign a prenup, I was never really worth that much to you in the first place. I'm supposed to be irreplaceable if you really love me.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay. So wait a minute. So if he said that to you in the beginning, that means you wouldn't marry him, right? If he said that if you gain over 50 pounds, we're going to be over, you wouldn't marry him in the beginning.
Absolutely not.
No, because that
Hell
I
no.
feel like that's not the type of man I would like. Like, why are you worrying about that? You should. And again, I'm not saying that if you gain weight and your man shouldn't say to you, babe, this is unhealthy. You're not doing the things that you used to do. You having a problem when we have sex. Your knees hurt, and I've been through some of this in my life. So your knees hurt, this and the third.
Wow.
You can't take the kids out. You
Wow.
can't do this. It's a way that you say it. Because even my man, yeah, it's a way you say it. You
And
say it the wrong way, we're gonna have a problem.
And
You
it's
gotta
a
say it
different
the right way.
And it's a different story if he says it that way.
Right, because
But
then I
hold
feel
on,
like
guys.
you love me.
You know what I tell when I date somebody, I tell them if you go down to 160 we're over.
Well, you
190 is the lowest I go. No, 190 is the lowest I go.
But here's the thing: we're making the assumption that all these six-figure men are in shape themselves.
Right.
That's the other assumption.
Right.
It doesn't matter. He got six figures.
That
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No, it don't. No, it don't. His job is the six figures. You know when it gives a problem? You know when he's not doing his job? He's not doing his job. If he loses his job and the money stops flowing, now it's a problem.
Doing his job because he ain't taking care of his woman, and he's not making sure that she's
Why is he not? She's well taken care of.
She's taken care of.
What, money wise?
He's not leaving.
I don't care about
How
money.
is he in the bed?
Right.
How is he in the bed?
It's so much deeper than
Okay,
money.
can I ask y'all something?
I'm
How
just
many
not
people in
impressed.
this room are in relationships? Because that'll help me out a little bit. How many people here are in relationships?
I'm in a relationship.
All right.
Me.
You're married, right? Right, Anita?
No, I'm divorced, but I'm in a relationship now. Yeah.
So that's it?
I'm in 5 relationships.
I'm in a
Okay.
distant,
So he's in a poly situation.
I'm in a distant relationship.
What? Okay. All right. So check this out. So we got that. Y'all done. The man fat. He wants you to lose 50 pounds. That's a lot. Can we talk about some of the other characteristics that women need to have? I can go over some.
If he said that to me, he would have been left because I done gained 50 pounds. He would have been left me.
How you gonna put a label on somebody? You can't label anybody.
Well, if he
I can label who I want to be my husband or my wife. I can't.
But that's your own
I can't tell you what I want you to be.
That's your own label. You don't go and say
Let
that.
me ask you something. Let me ask you guys something. At the end of the day, was she forced?
I can't hear you.
Thank
At the
you.
end of the day, was she forced?
Yes.
Was this woman forced to be in that position she's in?
Mhm.
You have to ask yourself, how much of her self-worth and value is she willing to give up? Just because you guys don't do it,
I'm in the process of going through a divorce. And I got married. I was only married.
But that's not what we're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Like,
No, not divorce. She said, was she forced? Was she
to
forced?
marry.
Forced.
Was she forced to marry? No.
You
Okay.
have to understand, for a lot of women, you'd be amazed how many women is out there that's willing to do all that to keep that six-figure man.
Oh no, definitely.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because
There's
at
a
the end
lot
of
of
the
them.
day, he's not
Yes.
forcing her. But let me tell you the secret, though. The secret is if you're going to get a man with that kind of money, this is how you do it. You let that man invest in a business for you, right?
Absolutely.
And then
Mhm.
while you be the
Yes.
Barbie doll, you run your business, you make the money, and then you put that money in a separate account.
And stop eating. Stop eating, ladies. Stop eating.
I'm just telling you, you got to find that things can mold it in your way. That's what.
See, that's why I love it. That's why I love Diva, because she's smart.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
And you know what? And you know
You
what?
gotta
And you know
benefit
what?
from it, and you gotta benefit from it in your own way.
That's why.
If
That's
he
why I
say, "Hey,
told.
listen, I want to marry you," and he puts it all on the table. This is what I need. This is what I want. This is how my marriage needs to be. If you gonna take it or leave it. This is what.
Okay, bro.
That's what I understand.
Okay, until you build my empire.
And then us as women, we can either accept what he's saying or not accept.
Or you'll go the other way.
But here's the problem.
That's what Destiny said. Antoinette, she was saying that she understands what you're saying, but at the same time, he's putting it all on the table. Like, this is, if I'm gonna take care of you and you're gonna get a part of my six figures, this is how I need you to be across the board.
And you can even agree
as
or
long as
not
he
agree.
has it in writing.
Hold on.
If it's in writing,
Let me
this
finish
is
the story.
what I get.
Either you're gonna agree to it or you go on your merry
You
way.
gonna go
That's
This is
all
why
well
we
and
put it
good.
out there.
That's
We put it
why
out there
us,
before you take that ring and accept his proposal, and before you say I do. Listen, this is what I need on a day-to-day basis. Kids
How
and
many
all.
carrots?
When I come through that door,
Exactly. If
I
he
need
rich,
you.
he
I
be
need you
six
to
and
take care of me.
right,
So
and that's what I'm saying when I say women and men need to be independent of each other.
and then be independent together.
Exactly.
Because it's
So
possible to be independent
if
together.
you don't want to be with
I
me
like that
no
theory.
longer with
I
your
like that
six
theory.
figure.
Wait a minute. Could you elaborate on that theory? Independent together?
For me?
Yeah.
Yes. Meaning we don't need nobody else to help us take care of us. Because there's
Right.
people out here that's together and they still gotta ask other people for help
Right.
because they're not in that bracket of taking care of each other.
Right.
So if we both making money and we have a family and we making money together, this is us as a couple. This is us together.
Right.
We're independent together. We don't need for nothing because we holding each other down.
Right.
No, I
We
like
have
that.
our
I like that topic. I like that concept. Independent together. I like that. That's why I have to ask.
Absolutely.
And if one person decides they want to leave or the other person decides they want to leave, you
They
still
still good.
Can I ask you a
Like she
question?
had her own, I have my own.
Can I ask one of the ladies a question?
Ask him,
Okay.
Brown.
I'm gonna ask you this question right now. Okay. So if I said to you right now that you could quit your job, you could travel all over the world with me, all I need you to do is take care of the house and you'd be taking care of them for the rest of your life. You don't have, and you don't need to work no more. You're gonna tell me, hell no, I want to work. I want to make my own money. That's what you're gonna tell me?
Yes.
So I'm gonna be honest
because
with
I
you.
have to be independent.
Hold on.
Like he said, you're gonna be lonely for life.
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna say
There you
this.
go.
I'm gonna take it on.
I was
But
raised
on.
here's my
Build
thing.
my
You gonna take it
empire.
on?
I'm gonna
All
do.
right.
I'm gonna sign up.
I'm doing it too.
I have
I'm
a
gonna say.
plan. My
If
plan
he
is
need me to row the boat, I'm gonna do that too.
Well, I'm gonna be honest
What
with you.
you
You're
need?
asking. You asked the question of what we say. No, I want to work. It's not about saying no, I want to work. But see, there has to be some caveats in that because when I give up my job and when I give up my freedom, I need to know that you're not gonna wake up the next day and say, you know what, forget
Change his
that,
mind.
because maybe I have an off night in bed or some shit.
Yeah.
No, if we're gonna do this, it's gonna be written down. It's gonna be in black and white.
Right.
So that way, when you decide that I'm no
But
longer
why y'all giving up y'all freedom?
I'm doing what the heck I want to do.
Prenup.
Wait, guys, y'all talking over each other. Wait,
That's like
wait,
a prenup agreement.
wait a minute.
Donnie, I need you to sign a contract right now.
Can I tell you? Well, you
So
know
I
when
can prove it in court. Sorry,
once you get married, once you get married, it's already, that's the number one contract, right? So it's not like if you
That
don't
is the
sign up,
contract.
that's a contract. So if you get divorced or whatever, she's already walking away with money.
Yes.
No, she's
That's not always the
Okay,
case.
hold it. Let me
Yes,
give
she is.
let me give an example. Let me give an example. I live in Pennsylvania, right? I'm not fully divorced yet, right? I bought a house for $40,000, right? And I'm fixing the house up. I bought it on my own, and then I'm about to sell the house, right? I'm about to sell the house, and then the lawyer said, "You still married?" I said, "Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not. Wait, let me finish. Wait, let me finish." I said, I'm not with her.
Mhm.
She lives in Virginia. He said, "But guess what? She has to sign a paper." I said, "You kidding me?" So guess what?
You have a name on something.
Wait, no, listen. She didn't even know I bought the house. Her name was not on nothing. She wasn't even there when I bought the house. She didn't know nothing about it. So guess what? I had to tell her that I bought this house and I need her to sign this paper. So then guess what? She did the hokey doke on me. She drew up some papers and made me sign these papers for her to sign the house.
Because
so now,
still married.
So wait a minute, I got a question for you.
It's
I got a
community
question.
property. It's
That's what I'm
community
saying.
property.
You just said, wait. Can I finish? Wait. You just said to me, I'm telling you, you don't need no prenup. You get a divorce, she's still getting money,
Yes.
So wait a
regardless.
minute, I got a question for you. Did you
Go
get
ahead.
legally
Hold on.
separated?
Let me
Because
just
if you
say-
got legally separated, then she doesn't have to do that. We had to delay my divorce
Well,
a
guess
whole
what?
year because the
Let
state
me
of North
say
Carolina
something.
made us
I don't mean to
legally
Pennsylvania,
separate.
every state is different. Every state is different. Pennsylvania is the Commonwealth state, and because I didn't get it officially divorced, Guess what? She had to get a cut.
But you knew that though, right?
No, I didn't know that.
No, he
I
didn't
didn't
know.
know
That's what
that.
I'm saying.
I didn't know that. That's why I bought the house. I'm fixing it to flip it, and boom, I got hit with that at closing.
You know what you're getting into.
But you saying this means what? What does this mean, though?
So what I'm trying to say, y'all ladies think that, okay, if I get married, I'm not gonna walk away with nothing. You still getting a cut. If the man's making 6 figures and the last 5 years.
But that situation is a fluke, though. She didn't know you was about to buy a house and you're still married. So when y'all got married 10 years ago, she didn't say, when we're separated, I'm gonna get him. He's gonna buy a house, and I'm gonna get him after the fact. That situation is the fluke. She didn't know.
What I'm
she
saying
can't plan on that.
No, what I'm saying to you is that you're saying that if she divorced a 6-figure man, she gets nothing. That's not true. She's walking away with money.
Brown, but hold on. They're saying though, what if he says you have to sign the prenup still? I'm gonna take care of you, but if anything goes wrong.
So guess what?
And she can't complain on nothing.
She can't complain if she signs a prenup. But every prenup she signs, trust me, she's going to get something, but it's going to be a certain amount of money. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a certain amount of money.
Even if it is money, if you've been married for 10 years or whatever, you still got to establish, and somebody's been taking care of you, you got to establish some credit. So it's not just that she walks away with money. Don't nobody care about money no more. Let's be honest.
It's a bigger picture, and this is a man's world, and it's a big picture. And again, maybe it's something that maybe men don't fully understand. And like even sometimes when I watch Ratchet TV, like Basketball Wives and stuff, and it's like they're starting to get hit to the fact of like they've been with these men, and a lot of these stars been with their husbands since they were 19, 20, 21. And you can go through everything a relationship go through, especially as a woman and a Black woman. You could be his ride or die chick. You could hold the guns for him when he was not famous. You could do all this other stuff. The minute you get an attitude after he becomes famous, y'all done did 13 years together. He's famous for 3 years. You give him that same little Black girl attitude, quote unquote. All of a sudden, you're difficult. You can't be dealt with. You act like this. You dress like this. You can't fit in this type of feng shui event. All of a sudden, he starts to view you differently because he's living differently. And guess what? If you spent that whole time in love, because that's what you should be, in love, and everything about my husband and making a family, and I have 5 kids by him now. Now he like freaking this one and that one overseas. You really asked out. You really asked out if you put everything into him and on him, and you didn't say, well, let me go market some bags in my name. Let me go start selling some hair. Let me go start selling some shoes. You sat around playing Susie Homebaker for all those freaking years, which some of us would like to do that because this is our man. This is our home. This is our kid. So it's not a problem doing that. But then he turns around and turns his back on you. Like you're screwed if you put all your investment, which that's what marriage is about, putting your all into the other person. But like I said, if a man strategically said you can't gain 50 pounds or X amount of things to the T, he's gonna do a prenup with you. Like, why wouldn't he? That's stupid. If he's that stuck in his head to say you can't gain 50 pounds, he's gonna say you get nothing.
That 50 pounds really bothering. That 50 pounds really bothering you, right?
A lot of people, I'm starting to notice. I don't know where it came from. But
really
I said nothing about weight.
It just. Yeah, no, it is because like I said, you can gain, and again, I'm not a skinny chick, but I look good. So it's like without me being a skinny chick. So it's not that. It's just that I know as a woman, your weight goes up and down for sicknesses, for your menstrual, for having kids, for miscarriages, like whatever it is. So for a man to say that, that's another statement for a man to do, how they keep us in a bond. But again, if she signed that in the beginning, then that's on her. I'm just not gonna sign that. And I'm gonna be asked out after the fact. If he's willing to sit down with me and I get to put some paperwork with what he can and cannot do, then that's different. But if it's all on him, nah, I can't subject myself to be like that. That means he can get rid of me at the drop of a dime. So the life that I became accustomed to in 2 years, if I was willing to sign that, it's over with now because I gained 50 pounds. So where did the love really come in at?
Well, you fail to realize, number one, marriage, like I said before, marriage ain't nothing but a contract. It's a job. My job is to do this. Your job is to do that, and we love each other.
That's a job. Supposed to be love there, though.
It is a job.
It's still supposed to be love. That is a legal. It is. It's a legal binding contract. But let's not forget, it's supposed to be love and emotions invested into that.
Of course, but it's still
Marriage itself is a legal binding contract, but it's supposed to be stuff that goes in the middle that's based off emotions.
You know, if it was just
a lot of people is not getting into it for emotion.
If it was just that, then there wouldn't be no marriage license. There would not be the marriage license.
But you know what? I agree with her. It's got to be, if you're going to go into it, like you said, it's a contract. Okay, it's a contract. So we go into this contract situation. And just like every contract, it can be broken. So you just need to make adjustments for yourself. I mean, that's what it really boils down to.
Right. If I agree, trust me, if I agree to sign it, I'm not down to nobody that agree to sign it, because I want the money too. Like I said, I would want the money too. But if I agree to sign it, then let's sit down at the table and I'm gonna tell you what I want and I don't want to. He might be like, well, BITCH, you don't have no ground to stand on because you ain't got no money. He might say that too. But again, if I could sit down at that table, I'm gonna say, well, you can't do this. Or if you get caught cheating on me, you can't do that. Or you would have to give me this. Like, there's certain things that I know me with my mouth, I'm gonna have rebuttals all the way with him.
See, well,
can we talk about that? Because he goes into that too. I like that you said that, Antoinette. I love it.
Well, just like what you call had a contract with Angelio. What's the name? If I cheat, you get $5 million every certain amount of time.
Right.
If I get caught cheating.
What was that? Janet Jackson?
No. It was Angela Jolie. Angela Jolie signed it. Yeah, she signed the contract. She signed that contract. If he cheats, she gets this certain amount of money. If she lasts was a certain amount, you get this much money. Just like Janet Jackson did the same thing. If you last this amount of time, you get this amount of money. If you last this long, it's a contract.
Yeah,
she signed it. It's a job. It's marriage, but this is what he wants. He's making this kind of money. He can make the demands. You know, if the lady's making this kind of money and she's making more than me, and she want me to be Mr. Mom, and I'm like, oh, I might want to be Mr. Mom.
Right. Yeah, it's all of what you were willing to agree to. You know, again, if you wouldn't agree to walking in the house butt naked, stand on your head doing a handstand, and you get paid for it, if you want to agree to it, by all means, agree to it. It's just that, again, everybody ain't going to agree to it. Everybody's not. And it tells you just what type of person they are. And then but listen, whatever it is, like I said, if you tell me up front, it's my decision whether I want to deal with it or not. That's just what it boils down to, you know. Is this my decision if I want to deal with it or not? And I just choose not to.
So overall, what's the biggest complaint? Is the biggest complaint that we can't find a six-figure man, or we don't have the qualities that they're looking for?
We're not ready to conform to what a six-figure man
is that what the main problem is?
But I'm not even finished. It's some more stuff. Like, you know how she said her mouth? He has something about that he says. He says she should have a. I know, Internet.
No, listen, I'm ready for it. I'm always ready.
But he says that she should have a comforting character, which means she should have a comforting character to her man, her children, and those she cares about. She should be soft. She should have softness and be a man's peace. He says that she does not act masculine or hang out in the streets. She is confident to a man's mind, body, and spirit because she is special to him.
What? I'm sorry.
There's more.
I know this. So what I was
you know how you in school, you in a class, and you like, ooh,
it's all you, girl.
No, go ahead. I'll wait.
That just sounds to me like, to be honest with you, that just sounds like, the definition of way back in the day. And I get that. And there are some women, and I respect those women that want that. But see, with this woman, she's making some money. She's a business owner. So if she's a business owner, she's coming with something. She's coming at something to the table. And what he told her was incorrect, because she can get a six-figure man. But he said something in that conversation that I feel like a lot of women don't listen to. If you're not in places where they hang out at, then it's going to be hard for you to meet them. So what she should do is take up golf. If you take up golf, you're going to meet a six-figure man because you're gonna, or you in some type of club, or you, and when I say club, I'm not talking about this what you call a club. I'm talking about, you know, these organizations or, you know, engineering clubs and stuff like. You can meet those type of men if that's what you want.
I disagree.
You don't think you can meet that type of man?
You can meet that type of man anywhere.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Let's be honest.
Okay,
I work
technically,
with a lot of them.
Technically, yeah, you never know who you can meet, where you can meet them, but
you can
like,
meet them at a bar.
Like Anita's saying, like Anna's saying, it's like you have to put yourself to be in certain places if you want to be around certain things. At the end of the day, I can't keep preaching, oh, I want a God-fearing man, and then you freaking in.
You ain't never going to church.
Bentleys and Esso and all these clubs at night, and you're not putting yourself in that situation. It doesn't mean that at the end of the bar that night, a guy that was raised in church didn't happen to go out for his friend's birthday and it's there. But overall, you have to submerge yourself. Just like if you want to be in fashion, you need to submerge yourself in fashion. You can't submerge yourself in some other thing and then thinking you're going to get what you want out of another. So I get what you're saying. Like, that's definitely true. You know, and I think what he said to her on that level was wrong.
Yeah, I'm speaking to her as a businesswoman, because here's the thing: six figures. We all think six figures is so great, but six figures would just be $150,000. When taxes get through, that ain't a lot of money. So again, you have to look at what if I'm a business owner and I'm bringing in 130, and she just started, so she only been bringing in 130 maybe 2-3 years, or you can correct me, you know, Destiny, but she's been bringing in that money. And she goes, oh, I want this. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but to me, if you're not in the Chamber of Commerce, or you're not doing something in your city, because she's in Charlotte, then you can't expect some six-figure man to just pop out, you know, on LinkedIn or something, and find you. You got to put yourself in those, if you're an independent woman. Now, if you a woman like some of these men, you know, these athletes get, that want to be, you know, rich the quick way, then yeah, you do all that stuff with your body, and you do all these little things. You make sure you know how to cook and bake and all that. Then that's what you do. But we're talking about a businesswoman. We're talking about somebody who did something.
Let me ask you something, because I keep hearing businesswomen, and it's a lot of businesswomen up here, including myself. I don't care how much money I make. You know what I'm saying? From now to my last breath, I want to be married. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want children. Like, so what is the end result? Oh, I'm sorry. What is the end result from being a businesswoman? Are we?
But here's what I'm gonna try to say this.
Are we being a businesswoman because we don't need a man? Because
no,
he talks about that too.
Here's I didn't get a chance to answer this question before when you asked it. Here's the issue. You know, when you're looking for that mate, when you're looking for that person, when you're looking for that person, then first and foremost, you need to meet somebody that's willing to grow with you. Because they can be six figures and be a bad person, or they could be six figures and be a great person, or they could be, you know, less than six figures. So I'm not saying that as a businesswoman, you can't do that. 9 times out of 10, if you're a businesswoman and you're looking for the right quality of man, the right man, even if he's not there, he's going to get there because of you, because he wants to be better for you. So that goes back to knowing your worth. So yes, you can get a man, but you're a businesswoman. So you're trying to tell me you're going to give up all your entrepreneurial stuff just because somebody with six figures said they're going to marry you? I mean, that don't make no sense. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if that's what you want to do, don't get me wrong. If that's what you want to do, I get it. But see, I was married for 15, 16 years. So I know better now. If I had made some different decisions, then I wouldn't have had to start over from scratch. Even with money, I wouldn't have to start over from scratch to do the things I needed to do. I would have used my brain and use the things that God gave me to be successful. And if he wasn't on board, then oh well. So what I'm saying to you as a businesswoman, yes, you're going to meet the right man, but go into it with the right attitude on it. And when I say the right attitude, don't say, oh, he's six figures, well, I get to quit my job. No, why can't y'all do it together? Why can't he be supportive of your businesses and you support his stuff too? That can happen. And you still get to be a mom, and you still get to be a fabulous whatever. Why do we have to limit ourselves is what I want to know.
Okay. I mean, y'all are going to like some really big conclusions, because I ain't say none of that. But I see what y'all saying. I get it, but I ain't say none of that. But I get it. I get it. Because y'all adding a lot to it. Y'all done added weight. Y'all got to
I know what you wanted to.
Y'all done added a lot to that. But that's okay. Because we going to keep on.
I know you wanted to touch on Destiny about like him saying with the mouth and stuff like that. You know, I just feel like, again, and this is my opinion.
Okay.
It goes back history where, and I feel like he's or whatever, maybe Latinas, is that we're mouth.
Internet, you go in and out.
I'm saying. So I think that mouth thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You
now.
Can you hear me?
Yes. It's better. It's better.
Still breaking up?
Sure.
No, you good. Okay, it's like it's a target for Black and Hispanic women because they know that we're so-called known to be mouthy, or we have to say something back, but we are very opinionated. And what some men fail to realize is that we had to be strong because we had to be strong. Like that's just all what it is. Like a lot of these men weren't around, whether it was our fathers or grandfathers or uncles, or whether they was killed by the white man or killed. It's deeper, deep. Let's not go there, but deep. So we become mouthy or strong because we had to. Or even let's say you had a man that was home in a house and at work all day doing what he do, take care of home. We still had to go to school. We still had to speak to the teachers. We still had to do whatever. So that comes with the territory of us, especially not growing up filthy rich, growing up having to speak for ourselves with or without a man. So when a Black man, especially to me, comes in and he's saying, oh, a woman can't speak and woman can't say this and she has to be docile or always be a lady. Yeah, you should always be a lady, but just because you have your own path, your own mind, and you have some aggression don't mean that you're manly, that you don't know how to cater to your man at need be. Like it's certain things that he's just saying is just rubbing me the wrong way. Like he's stuck in a time warp. Like that's just not how it's supposed to be, because you shouldn't want to deal with anybody that you can run over.
But you know, let me say something. I didn't hear this conversation, but I have situations that I deal with a lot of people and certain kind of people. And then before COVID happened, some parties that I would go to that I had to bring a date, there's some ladies I couldn't take.
Some men either. Mm-hmm.
I know there's some ladies I couldn't take. I'd say, okay, I know I could take her because I know she's gonna come correct the way she dressed, and she's gonna come correct if she get into a conversation with the other ladies or other men. So I could take her with no problem. I don't have to worry.
But
no,
ladies feel the same way too. Yeah. Some guys are look cute, but we tell them, please don't open your mouth all night, just stay in my arms and look cute. We go through the same thing too, Brown.
Yeah, I'm just saying about the you know, he make a statement about the mouthy part, and you know, he's paying the whole thing.
Remember, mouthy is not ratchet. Mouthy and ratchet is two different things, though. Mouthy and ratchet is two different things.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you be mouthy to your man, though? I don't understand that.
Oh, sometimes you gotta put.
Are you asking that personally?
You don't understand.
Are you?
You know what? I listen. I was at my friend's house last week. She's Spanish, right? And it's me and her talking, and I'm saying to her, she's talking to me, and I'm saying, why are you talking so loud? It's me and you here. Oh, that's how I talk. See, I'm like, oh God, I can't, you know. Right. But yesterday I took her shopping with me, and she was beautiful.
But this is the thing.
And on our way home, I said, "Oh yeah, I could take you. I could take you, son. I could take you out."
So you misjudged her?
Huh?
You misjudged?
No, he just liked her because she was beautiful.
Huh?
You just liked her because she was beautiful, right?
No, I like her because she was beautiful in her heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, she's beautiful in her heart.
Oh, now you want to get mushy on us? Okay.
But you said she was loud, so you got to keep her in the house, her in her heart, right?
No, because we was out every time we together. She talked so loud. So yesterday I took her shopping with me, and
that's why she was quiet.
We had a wonderful conversation. Oh, that's what it was?
Yes.
That's why it cost me so damn
I'll shut the hell
Yeah.
up too. We gonna shop.
That's why
Yes.
it cost me so much
Yeah.
damn money. Shit. God dang
I
it. God dang it.
did she tell me something else?
turned mute real quick.
That's why it cost me so much damn. Oh man. Well, you know what? The money well spent.
Wow. See,
Guys.
and that's what these men be
Money
saying.
well spent.
And they wonder why they can't.
Because I had a wonderful time, and it's strange because I had to say to her the other day. I said, you know what? You're not used to a nice guy. She's not used to it.
Some women aren't.
Because every time the first time we walked to my car, I went on the passenger side, and she says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm opening up the door for you." Because that's what I do.
Well, how old is she, 2?
And she say, "Oh, she's not used to that." And when I get out the car first. I come around, I open the door. That's what I do.
He's not used to being catered to.
Yeah, she wasn't used to it. She wasn't used to
There's
it.
a lot
And
of
then
women, there's a lot of women out here that's not like
and
that.
it was so funny. When I bought her something, she said, "You sure?" I'm like, "What?"
I would be saying that.
Okay.
One more time.
Can I say something?
It's all
Can I say
about
something?
you first. It starts with you.
Right.
If you're not taking care of yourself, you cannot help anybody else. You can't.
But sometimes people don't even want to accept that. But like he said, there's some people out here that haven't even experienced that. I have even experienced to the point where I've made a female breakfast in bed, and then when I wake them up, they're like, "Oh my God!" Like it's like something brand new to them. It's like Christmas, and they're like, "Yo,
That's right.
nobody's ever made me breakfast in bed," and I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy." And a lot of men don't even understand that stuff like that goes a long way. Even not to even talk about it, but even down to sex. When y'all finish making love or whatever, everybody's hot and sweaty and wet or whatever. Go get a rag and a towel and wipe
That's
her
right.
down.
That's right. Go get a nice warm rag. That's right.
Yes.
It goes
That's right. That's what I do.
I've had women say, "Oh my God, a man never even gave me a warm towel." That's fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fucked up. And like me, I'm a man that caters to my woman. So if I could take care of you to my best of my ability, as long as you treat me right, you're gonna get double what you give out. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where a dude is saying he wants a woman that's gonna cater to him, and as long as she caters to him, he's gonna treat her like she's supposed to be treated, take care of her, spend money on her. I got 6 figures.
So if I'm making 6 figures,
that's what I understand what he's saying.
That's right.
You treat me like a king, I'm gonna treat you like I'm gonna make sure you always got a smile on your face. That's what he's saying. But you gotta go by how I need. He's letting the woman know this is how I need to be treated to be happy, and I'll give you whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So now that we're talking
I'm not
about,
trying to control you.
It didn't sound like he's saying that though. It didn't sound like he's saying
now
that.
that we're talking about him, let's talk about our own lives. Let's talk about what we're doing.
Now let me tell you something. If y'all would have listened, because I am a
That's what
woman,
he's saying.
and I watched over 3 hours of this man. It didn't. Nothing that he said sounded bad to me. Nothing. It sounded so reasonable, but because I feel like sometimes we are with men that just let us it's like, oh, I'm just gonna take it how it is. That's not how it was. That just started being like that, where you were just like, well, this is how I am, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't sound bad to me. Y'all really gotta listen to his nothing he said sounded bad to me. Even a puppy like thing, because that's what you do. A man, what he was saying with the whole puppy like thing, the enthusiasm. Give your man something to come home to.
By acting like a damn dog. Okay.
Why do you have to be a dog? Hey, babe, I'm glad you're home. How you doing? I missed you.
But it can't be like that every day. He wants you to be like that every day. That's
Why
not
can't you?
real.
That's your man. You should be happy to see him.
Okay. Because I have my own life and my own feelings, and I have my ups and downs. Just like if he comes home and he's not acting the right way, I'm gonna say, baby, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong with you today? Everything was good at work or whatever. Whatever we do, I gotta do to make my man feel better. Than this what it is. But I need that as well. So I don't get that because I'm not bringing home the 6 figures because I've been wiping floors and doing stuff all day. I don't deserve to be like, baby, well, what's wrong? Why are you acting like that, baby? Come lay down next to daddy. Like, I can't get none of that because I'm a stay-at-home woman because he got 6 figures.
But who said he wasn't gonna do that?
Who said he wasn't doing that?
He never said that.
He didn't say that. See,
he never said that.
I keep doing that.
But he never said that.
He didn't say that.
He's saying he will.
Can I ask my question?
Yo, when she first mentioned this whole thing, y'all all jumped straight to different conclusions about it.
Yes, it was like the quickest run to bitterness. Like, I'm like, y'all just gotta listen to what he's saying. It wasn't that.
See, and that's I don't mean I don't want to sound no type of way, but this is what he said when he says people don't listen.
We're supposed to be talking about our own lives and our own relationships. That was supposed to be a venue for you guys to actually listen and detect what he's saying when you come on and start speaking. We're talking about our lives. We understand that how you feel about what he did, but what are you doing?
Everybody got defensive.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
You are getting a 6-figure man. That's what you are doing. That's your job.
Yeah, that's my question for
you.
For her.
That's your job.
That's your, you know what? You know what? It ain't nothing like coming home. It ain't not like on your way driving home and knowing your lady gonna be there. The dinner's gonna be cooked.
What?
She's gonna rub your back.
What?
Boom. It ain't nothing like that. I did once. Let me see this. I did once. Yo, it's time for me to get out of here. My wife is gonna have me a nice cooked meal, and I'm gonna relax with a drink in my hand. And because she's doing her job, ain't nothing like that.
I'm a caterer. I want him to run home. He shouldn't want to go nowhere else after work but home.
Listen.
I'm waiting. I'm everything you need. You want to be a king when you come home. That's
right.
That's me. I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him.
The maid hands. The maid gonna do the cooking, the maid gonna do the cleaning, the maid gonna do everything they gotta do. The only thing I have to do, hey hubby, how you doing? Well, come home, baby, so good to see you. I'm gonna be
yes.
You know that too. I was gonna mention that. How you know you don't got it? What have you got a maid?
Listen, we have to know how to work around these things. That's what you want.
You know what? Guess what?
I mean, I'm gonna be the Barbie.
He could still have she could have a cleaning lady, she could have a cook, but guess what? She's running the house. She's the boss of the house, and her job is to run the house.
That's what I would do.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. There's nothing wrong with that.
My maid gotta be 90. My chef gotta be 90.
But why your maid gotta be 90? Because if you're doing everything that you claim you do for him, you can have another bad chicken there. Why not?
Wait.
Oh, they gonna have to be male. Everybody gonna have to be male.
She's been 100%.
Why they gotta be a man?
Because I'm the queen of the house. It's only me.
As you.
She is not
gonna be as equally as pretty as you.
That's on her same level.
You wouldn't worry about that if you felt he genuinely loved you for you. You wouldn't worry about that if you felt he genuinely loved you for you.
It's called keep your man.
No.
Unless he's sleeping with the male maid or whatever, the chef, then I can't compete with that. I ain't
First of all, I'm not gonna trust your ass. You're not sleeping with the male maid.
Hold on.
Don't be a
wait. Can I say one thing? I'm gonna say one word. Listen, I'm gonna say one word. Can I say one word? Listen, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you hear me?
Right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Exactly. She wasn't even cute.
But why did he go to Arnold? But why did he go to the maid? It was a reason why he went to the maid.
She probably wasn't giving it to him, and the maid gave it to him.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. So she wasn't a high value partner.
Or he could just be an ass.
So he went to the. But no, it was a reason why he did that because it came out why he did that. You know what I'm saying? He went to the next best thing, which was now in my house ain't gonna be no next best thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying.
So
Right. Because it's your job to make sure that he don't do that.
If you doing everything that you said that you're doing for him, it don't matter how anybody look. He should be able to not touch anyone because you're doing everything that you feel you need to do.
It's not about looks, though. It's not about looks. I just don't want
if
another
he don't want you to
female in my
gain 50 pounds, it's about look if he don't want you to
and
gain
I'm
50
not
pounds.
gaining 50. If that man say no 50 pounds, I'm not gaining no 50 pounds. I'm not losing my 6 figures for 50 pounds. Y'all crazy. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Put a lock on the refrigerator. It ain't happening.
And they would still leave you for a chick that got 50 pounds more than you. You could
It's
be the
all right. I
omega.
get half, though.
You could
I
be
get
the
half.
omega.
I get more like
men done chased me that said I ain't never dealt with no woman that was small or that was brown skin or your height, and before you know it, that nigga's falling behind me like a sick puppy dog. So they can have you in there cooking and cleaning and washing and fucking and sucking and doing all that, and at the end of the day, they will leave you for a woman that looks nothing like you, younger or older or man. So
are we talking about broke dudes or we talking about 6-figure dudes? Because it ain't that easy for him. But you get half when he leaves. So let him leave. Leave, sir. Leave. I get half. Leave.
If you ain't the feet up.
So Destiny, I got a question for you. I know you're kind of joking about this, but let's be real.
I'm serious. I'm so serious.
Okay, then I really do have a question for you. Let me let you see my face. I really do have a question because what you're saying is
see your face.
What? Yeah. Let me look at you. Let me look at
me.
Because here's the thing. What you're saying right now. You're saying, well, I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to not gain 50 pounds, and I'm going to just be his everything. And you're putting all that faith into somebody that you didn't get to know their character because they had 6 figures.
Why didn't I get to know him? He's my husband.
Well, then if you got to know him, so then let's back up a minute. Are we going with him because he's a good person? Or are we going with him because he has 6 figures?
I love him. He got 6 figures. I love him.
Okay, no.
No way. Not about money.
Destiny, you horrible for that.
I love him.
You know what, Destiny? My concern is this. Because Antoinette was absolutely right. Antoinette was absolutely right. You can do all these things, and do everything you can to keep your 6-figure man, and he'll still come and find somebody else that look nothing like you and do whatever if he doesn't have good character. So that's not what's going to keep your marriage.
But y'all gotta understand what I'm talking about. I already do in my relationship, and I'm not with a 6-figure man. But guess what? I'm pushing him to 6 figures, and he don't even know it. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna get him there. Now, if he leave me after he get that 6 figures, bye, son. Because guess what? I get half. I'm still
there. How you trying to shoot your shot, but you over here talking about
I'm just saying.
Destiny.
Right?
Excuse me, not Internet, Destiny.
What I'm saying
I do.
What I'm saying is I already do it. So this is what I'm saying. Why do we have to be so independent as women that we can't like check this out. Look at the next one he's talking about, and it's gonna prove everything. Y'all about to be real mad though. Check this out.
What?
And we know y'all hate this word. All right, here we go. I can't wait for this one. She should be discerning and disciplined.
Okay. No, I got it. I'm not mad about that. You should be.
I'm about to break it down. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Discerning, right?
My mother
has good judgment, which means her friends can be trusted. She doesn't hesitate to support him on any level, right? Discipline. Now he got a lot for discipline. She doesn't question her man and is submissive. She sets a standard that people adhere to. That's in life. She can take a man's authority and let him lead.
March.
Right? We going, wait, I got some more. Right? A woman that understands order will keep a peaceful home and not waste his time or his money. Now, can we talk about that?
Oh, so she went down there.
In the church,
She
can
went
somebody
down
say
there.
amen?
Preach again.
I ain't saying
Preach
amen to
again.
that. I ain't saying amen. I'm
I
walking out the
think
church.
he's
Where's
falling out.
Anita?
You seen the thing that's in the pump of soap? Did it fall out when you used it?
Destiny.
Yes.
Horrible.
What
You seen
what?
the pump
Come
for the
on.
soap? The thing
I
that
need
hangs
some in a
out?
minute. What we think about that?
Was it there when you
Discernment
washed the
and
dishes?
discipline. What we doing?
No.
Oh, y'all got quiet on that one?
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a
I
problem with
don't
that.
have a problem with that
I
either.
don't. When Kobe got that little scandal, was his wife at his side?
That's big.
Was she at his side? Did she jump
She
ship?
sure was. She wasn't leaving her 7, 8, 9-figure man.
You damn stupid. She wasn't going
And when he
nowhere.
told her sit down and shut up, that's what she did. That's what I do.
She did her job.
Okay, so
And then he bought her pink diamond, right? He bought her
And she
pink
was
diamond.
good. Yes.
he bought her pink diamond. She was good.
Now.
She was
Now
good. She not losing her money. What?
What she should have asked for was
collecting to help the next man. Come on. Come on. I would never do that.
He was just with them chicks. He was gonna get right back. That's all.
But see, here's the thing. See, this is where you think I'm mad about that. I'm not mad about your indiscretion. I'm not. But see, I wouldn't ask for no pink diamond. He would have had to give me some real estate in New York. But I'm not mad at your indiscretion.
Oh, okay, but you can get it because he's a wealthy
right.
man. You can get
it. And we're gonna have, and behind closed doors, we're gonna have another talk. We're gonna renegotiate that contract that I signed. And we're gonna make sure that what's good for the goose is good for the gander, because don't no man want his woman doing something with somebody else. So in order for you to do that, I get
the Lord says an eye for an eye, the tooth for a tooth.
So that was
no word.
No, we don't.
Where the hell you came from with that one, Antoinette? Where the hell
Yeah,
came from?
I'm not mad at it.
Gotta do what the Bible says.
So we feel like we can be disciplined. We can let a man lead, because I don't see a lot of let a man lead.
I can. I'm not against none of that. I can.
Can you be submissive? Is what he's
Can
saying.
you be submissive? Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Can I say something?
Frederick.
Can I say something? The one thing I know about with being a Muslim, because one of my cousins is a Muslim, and like I said, my family is a lot of women, and we can be feisty and stuff like that. And when she decided to become
a Muslim, so
when my cousin became a Muslim, I respected it, but I laughed. That's my favorite cousin, so I would laugh at her, and I'm like, what made you do that? Because your mouth is off the charts. And I asked her certain things about having like other women or marriages and stuff like that. And she said, again, I really don't want my man to have another woman, but at the same time, people don't understand. He has to be able to take care of all homes equally.
Yes,
that means finances, love, sexually, children, school, like everything, like equally. And every time you throw a man into the picture, they rearrange the perspective of how they want to take it. Like, you just want to be able to sleep with multiple women. You're not thinking of the whole thing. Like, I got to take care of everybody equally. And if I cannot, then I can only stay with this one woman. So it's just like, when it comes to regular situations, it's like every time a situation is put on the table, a man always changes the things to the way how he wants it, in disregard of how the female is. So it's like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you be respectful to me, and again, I'm a mouthy woman, but if you be respectful to me and you act like you're my king, I'm gonna act like I'm your queen. If you think you can tell me, you know what, bitch, I'm tired, I come home and I feel like it, then I'm gonna come home when I feel like it. Like, but we shouldn't have to play them games. But I'm just that person that, at the same time, if you giving me what I'm supposed to get, I'm gonna give you what you're supposed to get tenfold. If I feel like you're playing games with my mental, my emotions, everything, then at the same time, we're not gonna be on the same level. So again, it's like, sometimes the men can have a certain situation that could be going good for them, and you'll have a woman that, whether she's a little bit of mouthy or not, if that love is real, she's willing to lay it out for you. if it's really not 100%, sometimes don't work out that way. That's why you're supposed to know the character. You're supposed to take your time and date them and get to fall in love with them, when all that other little stuff is not going to mean everything. The money you want, but it's going to be a better character. It's going to be emotion. It's going to be feelings.
I don't like
if,
that word.
and I'm going to say it again. If they gain 50 pounds, you're
Oh,
not going to have a problem with them gaining 50.
I don't like that word.
Look, my man in the background saying, "Love you, babe. Love you, babe."
Oh my
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, ask him what he think.
I just want to go put on another 50 to see what happens.
Oh my gosh, I got so much snow out here. Oh my gosh. Listen, I got a 9-10 session in about 8 more minutes. I gotta go change my outfit.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So we're taping. We're taping. So
you gotta change from new to
all right. So now the next thing, the next thing is, and this is the last thing.
Yeah.
Right, y'all talking about snow and stuff. All right. So the last thing is, this is the last thing. All right. He talks about, and I really like this, is a woman should be loyal and liberated. So you know how y'all started saying about, I ain't got no freedom. He never said he was taking your freedom away. But what he did say was, when she's not with you, you can trust her.
Right.
He doesn't have to worry about home. She frees a man's mind to win, which is what I was saying about she pushing him. She should, but right now he did say it's the one thing I had a little issue with. She should give up her social media. She shouldn't appear single online. That's what he was saying. So I understood it. And she should change her phone number when she gets with him, which means her exes can't call, and people that would make him feel like she's not being loyal. But he's not trying to take away her freedom. So that means if she's with a man that's wealthy, he's giving her, what she can do whatever she want to do.
What you think about that, Destiny? What do you think about that?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna be
all.
honest. For my 6-figure. Oh, you want me to change this number? I changed it 10 times. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Not a problem. I won't ever talk to them. That's about me and you, boo. Me and you. I don't even know them no more. They don't even exist to me.
Destiny already agreed that she was submissive and she down and she's with the shit.
I'm
She already
with
said
him.
to
I'm what you need, boo. I'm with you. Like what? What? I don't even know what social media is. Forget the podcast. We ain't even got to do the podcast. Diva can do it. We good. You know what I'm saying? I got to be home. You know
Say this. I think it's age thing, because in my 20s I felt like that. But I'm 46 years old. I don't feel like that no more.
Well, I'm in my 20s. I don't feel like that. I'm 29 and money's just not going to cut it. Looks are not going to cut it.
Right.
Now, this is the thing. Now, that's another thing I meant to say, because maybe I sound like a gold digger. That's not it. Let me tell you what I'm getting with a high value man.
Oh.
Now, check this out. Because I ain't going to say that online, but I wanted to say something. But, just go into YouTube, y'all. So, but, where I was going. Now, check this out. He's saying that a 6-figure man is a high value man. That's what I want in my life. A high value man. You hear what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. He's saying a high value man could be a man, like let's say he lived in Atlanta. He would have to be making maybe $10,000 a month. That's a high value man. You know what I'm saying? I just keep saying 6 figures because when we watched the video, he downed a woman for wanting a man for wanting a man with 6 figures, and she wasn't up to par to keep her man with 6 figures.
Can I ask a question? How many 6 figures?
Check this out. A high value man, and this is what we didn't get into. A high value man, there's 6 principles of a high value man, right? So he said money, that was a $10K monthly. He said he said his money has to be made over, it could be made over a length of time, which means 3 to 5 years, but it has to be consistent, right? Consistent performance is what he's saying. He's also saying that there's group acceptance, especially by other high value men, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to tie it together. Work with me. All right? Speaking to the church right now. All right? He says networking, right? So he networks with other high value men first, and then he goes to the others, right? So he's building a network, right? Then they say visibility. His position and income are linked together in his status level. All right. Then the last one is utility. He's useful to other high value men, people in groups, or others. His presence is felt when he's there and when he's absent. Now, for what I'm doing, which is I'm a DJ, I'm a podcaster, it would benefit me to be in the presence of a man, high value, making money. He can put me in certain spots, certain places that I need to be because he's with other high value men. What are other high value men? They have resources. You get what I'm saying? So it don't always have to be about the money. You get what I'm saying? High value men, I just use 6 figures only because that's what we had first talked about with the video, which is what it was kind of like something to show of high value. You get what I'm saying? We always we tie money, houses, property, stuff into high value. But you get what I'm saying? So he can still get to the next level.
Did he use 6 figures in the video?
He used she used 6 figures in the video. But he was telling her
$100,000. That's not really
okay, 120,000 ain't nothing. So that's what I'm saying.
That's not no money.
She used 6 figures. We don't know what 6 figures he was talking about, but he told her, you are not of the level to have a 6-figure man.
But let me say this.
I believe that.
I
felt that way too.
Hold on.
Let me know your point. Let me know your point.
10K a month. 10K a month comes to be 120,000.
But whatever number, even if we don't say 6 figures, whatever high number y'all feel is of high standard value, whatever this number is, what makes him feel like, again, because of whatever's going on in her life, don't make her eligible to be in that room. That's what I'm saying. Like you said, you're a DJ, whatever I do for work or whatever, people in that certain high quality, that character is going to look down on us and say, well, we're not worthy to sit with them. And I'm going to look at them like, yes, the hell I am. You can choose not to talk to me when I'm in the room, but I'm going to be in that room and I'm going to be how I am because that's me. So again, but I'm not rich. I don't make a lot of money. I make it above for my means to do everything I need to do and look nice doing it. But at the same time, there's going to be other people that sit in that room, male and female, that's I'm like, well, why is she in here? Or she don't make what we make, or she just work in a juvenile detention home. She's not this. She don't work in a Fortune 500. Like, so again, what makes him so qualified to say, because I don't make what other people make, or that female, she would never get that type of man. So to me, from the jump, he downgraded her. I'm not saying he downgraded this Black woman from the jump, and that's why I started to have a problem. I didn't see the whole video, so I don't know if she came off as like bougie, like I can't deal with nobody like this. I don't know. If she did that, then I can understand the backlash. But if she was just generally saying like, this is what I'm looking for in a man, how can he say, well, you're not worthy of getting that? Because my standard, what I want and need is what I want, and when I want and I'm going for. I have my goals. She ain't say she's sleeping with every dude to get it. She's just saying like, this is what I'm looking for.
No, the clip I saw.
Well, Anita saw it because Anita showed me the clip. So Anita, what did you see in that video? Because Anita sent it to me.
I was laughing first off because I thought it was funny.
I did too.
I thought it was hilarious because here's what I saw, and I didn't see the whole 3 hours, but I saw a woman asking somebody for advice and then didn't want to get it. So that's the first. That was the first point I wanted to bring up. As women, men tell us exactly what they want. We hear what we want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, that messes us up. The second thing I'm gonna say that I saw is that she didn't value herself. You know,
she did not.
He made a point about, you know, she said, well, when I'm made up, I'm this and da da da. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, first off, if you got to put all that stuff on to feel good about yourself, you might need to do some self-help. I'm just being honest. I'm not, and here's the thing, I get it. Some of us aren't as beautiful as everybody else, but at the end of the day, you have to have some type of I love me. I love me. And if you love you, you're not going to let nobody make you a 6 or a 5 or a 4 or a 3. You get what I mean?
Right.
Number 3, you own your own business. You own your own business. And he had the audacity to come out his mouth and say, because you make a little bit more, you think you think that you deserve something like that. And my whole thing is, this is one point I felt like she should have been like,
tearing her down.
Right, I do. Because
yeah, he was tearing her down.
Yeah, I would have tore his ass down. You damn right I did. Because I own my business for 3 years. So you're saying I can't get somebody that makes 150 or 250 and I'm making 130. I got to settle for the brother that just, that's making 20,000 with no plan. That sit up and play PlayStation on, PS4, PS5, my bad, all day. So no, I saw, that's why I laughed, because
I don't
I was
even
like,
own none of them video games.
Well, what a lot of people miss was that she was a 6-figure woman.
Right, and that's the point I kept bringing up. If she's a 6-figure woman, so if she put herself in, and that's all I'm trying to say.
She was 6-figure too?
Yeah, she was 6 figures too. A lot of people miss it. So it wasn't about putting her down. It was about being real with her. A lot of women don't want men to be real. He's telling you what I agree with him.
No, but he's
6-figure. Why she can't get 6-figure man if she's already 6-figure? Why?
Her mindset. Oh, go ahead, Anita.
It's her mindset, but let me say this. He is not correct. I'm just going to be real with you. You can listen to him and his little shallow circle of friends. That's fine. But I'm going to be, I worked at ESPN. I've been around people with money that's not celebrities. That's not always the case. A lot of them, everybody ain't wanting the Barbie doll. Everybody don't want that. So
the ones behind the scenes don't even look like that. The ones that's really running the show, that's making the money, don't look like that.
But he didn't tell her to be a Barbie doll. He didn't say
No. But you don't get what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying to you is he told her that at average, he told her she couldn't pick 7, and she picked 6 or 5. So that was the first thing. You told me I couldn't be a 7. That's the first.
He didn't think she was a 7. Did anybody in that room think she was a 7? Let's be honest.
But see, it don't matter what we think. It matters what she think about herself.
Now she should have said 7. Then say 7. He broke her down. Let me say something. If a man could break you down that quick,
I agree.
He broke her down with the 7.
Like
so
I said,
that would have been it. Like that was on her.
That's why I was laughing, because even with my plus size self, you ain't finna call me a 7. You not. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. So I saw all of that.
Anytime I was a 7, I was 7 years old, and that's the only 7 that it's gonna get.
But my point that I'm trying to make though is that he is not absolutely right, and that's why I didn't want you to think that everything he said, I'm gonna do that to get a 6. No, he's giving you his shallow view, because if you talk to 2 men. But let me finish. If you, like I said, okay, somebody put me on game. Let me just tell you this quick story. Somebody put me on game some years ago, and I didn't follow it. But he said a man that's really got money is not going to be in a club on Friday or Saturday night. He said that you're going to meet them on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, because on Friday, Saturday they're going to be traveling somewhere.
But I read that because the woman that he's going to pick is not in the club either.
But you can still meet that man at a hotel bar during the week. If you want a 6-figure man, you can meet him at the bar, at the hotel bar during the week. Meet him at parties. Yeah. Oh, and like I said before, these organizations, if you're at the Chamber of Commerce, if you are playing golf, I mean, you got to go where these people go. Do you realize how many deals are made on a golf course?
So what's wrong with
in those country clubs? So what I'm saying is, if you truly want a 6-figure, what this guy is trying to say, that's
she cannot get it because she's average.
There was reasons why he said she couldn't get it. One average was one. Another thing was because she was bringing a couple of kids to the table. Did anybody really look at that video?
He did. He broke that down about the kids, and I'm gonna be honest with you. He said "seedy baby daddy." Now that's what got me when he said "your seedy baby daddy," because I'm gonna be real. I don't give a dang if you 6 figures or not. No man is really trying to go into a situation with a woman who got a baby daddy that's crazy or has some issues. So that's the first thing. Second thing, your son is 13 years old.
Baby mama, daddy drama.
Huh? What did he say?
He said he don't do the baby mama daddy drama.
Yeah, and the second thing he said too is her kid was 13 years old. So for me, when he made that statement, I'm looking at her like, why is this a priority for you? Why can't you wait till your son get 18 and out the house and then pursue this 6-figure man? You need to be focusing on yourself. You don't need to be trying to be out here and doing this. So I agree with you, Destiny. Her priorities was wrong, and he had to say that to her. However, I
He
don't agree
checked
with him because there are men,
He did
there are
check him.
six-figure men who don't do that.
Preach.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I did kind of. I'm gonna go. I agree with him. You understand? So, cause deep down, I felt like, and I may get a lot of flack from this. Every woman know what she should be doing, even if she not doing it to keep her man. Every woman knows. So some of this stuff that he said hit me. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, you know what, he right. You know.
But what happens if that man is not honest with himself though? That's my issue.
I mean, what do you mean?
Some people can be lucky and make it in business or at the right place at the right time and get that job that's 250 or whatever, and still have a effed up character. And what I'm saying is, if you could do everything this man is telling you that you should do, and it still don't work out. Now what? Because we can look. Let's just be honest. Let's look at celebrities real quick. How many of them get somebody and they don't even last like 6 years?
Right.
So that's
my point. Money is just not enough.
Look how many relationships J-Lo been in.
But you get half. But you get half.
So and no, you not in all cases you don't, because if you sign that prenup and if you don't produce a baby,
I didn't say nothing about no prenup. I don't know what a prenup is. I know what it is, but I don't know what it is because I'm not signing no prenup. So you ain't gonna be able to get with me.
Well,
you know what
guess what?
That's gonna be what break us up before we even
I'm
get
gonna
started.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, a self-made six-figure man is gonna make you sign a prenup.
No, he not. Look at Ray J. I'm just saying. Look at Ray J. No, you what? You know how much money Ray J got? Are you what? He didn't make Prince sign no prenup. Will and them ain't got no. Will and them got a prenup. I can look it up, but I don't think so. It's a lot of men that ain't thinking like that.
But they both rich. She was established before she got with him, so they could decide to do it or not. They both would have been okay.
Right.
I'm talking about people. But we know regular relationships where they not talking. Y'all talking about prenup. They ain't say nothing about no prenup.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm just being real with you. Most men, especially if, and then this is the thing too. We got to look at the age.
We are on a talk about yourself show.
What about the age? He does talk a lot about the age. He does.
If he's older, he's not. He done did it before. He's not gonna do it again without having a prenup. Period.
I mean, I don't know what's in a man's mind.
I'll turn on.
I don't know what's in a man's mind. You know what I'm saying? I just know what this man is saying.
But you're taking everything he says for fact, and I'm
not that it's fact. I'm just saying I agree with what he's saying.
Okay, because all I'm doing is just providing you with the other side of that, because he's not 100% right. Now, some of the things he said was I understand what he was saying as far as when it came to that woman, but he's not right. Every man don't want that. Every man don't need that. Every man don't require that.
I don't like a clingy woman. I like
you're saying, but the man he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the type of man he's talking about. That's it.
But that's what I'm trying to. Did I say that we
good statements? Y'all really went in. I got a
question for you, real quick, quick though. So like I said, what's wrong with you going to a golf course, taking up golf, and meeting and being around those type of men?
Right. What's wrong with it? When we going out the pandemic, we going? Like I'm ready.
Girl, I'm already planning on taking some golf lessons.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
That kind of pissed me off when I found out that it was only $100,000 y'all talking about.
Well, look, she said 6 figures. He didn't. Now that's the thing. He didn't come up with that. He didn't come up with that. She did.
That's all the money he got.
No. See, and this is a problem too. Women listen the way they want to listen. They don't listen for what it really is.
Y'all get defensive real quick.
Very defensive, and they call it bitterness. Any man calls that being bitter. And I'm glad we had this show because I got to see it firsthand. Because he talked about,
Soon as he mentioned it.
Yeah, because he talked about this.
I don't see no bitterness.
Because everything I said, it was, but if he do this, why he just can't be a man just saying what he want, and if you want that, you just go with that.
But why we can't be women just saying what we want? Why is it that we bitter? I don't think nothing we said is bitter, because even a lot of things that you were saying, a lot of us women agree with the fact of it's nothing wrong with preparing things for your man and taking care of your man, and certain, even in certain ways, be submissive. But I want to be equally treated the same way. I don't want to feel like if I have a bad day. Did he say he was doing it?
Y'all said he was doing that. I never said he was doing it.
No. I mean, did he say that he's going to do all the good things that we're saying? Because I'm only hearing all the things that he's saying, that a woman got to be like this and a woman need to be this. Right. And she has to be the smiling and perky, and her breast is like this and her butt is like this and her body. And if she don't make this, she can't go sit in that room and she can't. Like, I don't see where he's talking about a woman in a good light.
Too. He also talked about the men too. And what the men need to have is way harder than what he want his woman to have. 100 times harder than what.
So what the men need to have? What the men need to have?
I gotta go back over that. Y'all, well, I know. Listening. See what I'm talking
about? Because the other stuff resonated to me. I want to know what a man needs to have to take care of women. Because I hear a lot of what the woman needs to do.
To be a high value man. Mm-hmm. Check this out. He gotta have money straight off the back. He gotta make a certain amount. And I only talked about Atlanta. So you gotta think times 10 and come to New York if he live in New York. I just talked about Atlanta because that's
120 and a lot in Atlanta. I'm just saying though, but go ahead.
But he said that's monthly. You talking about monthly? Because he talking about monthly. He's not talking about yearly. He talking about monthly. He talking about monthly. This man need to have a certain. He said 10,000 monthly in Atlanta. So how much do they need to have here in New York?
Okay, let's wait. Can I back up? I'm in Atlanta. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm in Atlanta too.
Yeah, 10,000 monthly is not a lot when you look at taxes and everything.
Okay,
it's doing well. Don't get me wrong. It's doing well, but it's not doing enough for me to quit my job.
Not at all.
For you to be submissive.
Yeah, I mean that's not quit your job money.
Y'all must know a whole bunch of millionaires. I'm just thinking, like y'all just must have them in
every corner
of your house.
Let me say, do we know these type of people? For nobody. I don't care how much money they make. I'm gonna give you my fullness as long as you're giving it back to me. And if that means I'm wearing an apron all day and taking care of my home, that's fine. But I just need to feel that mutual love and that respect that you with me 100%. All that other fairy tale crap, it's cute and it comes into play.
But why wouldn't he be? That's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't he be?
The question is, do we know make six figure? Is that what the question is?
Yeah, this is the thing, Diva. It's not about. It was never about the money.
No.
But that's what women hear. They hear money. It wasn't about the money.
Let me say this.
It never was. She said about the money. This man never brung up the money until she brung it up. He never said anything about the money. Y'all gotta watch the video.
Let me say this too. When you're saying the 10K here in Atlanta, let me just be real with you. Techs make that. Like a guy working at a cable company, electrician, they make that or a little bit more.
So that would be a high value.
So what I'm trying to tell you is
that would be a high value man. There we go. See, I never said a 6-figure man.
In Atlanta?
Huh?
Atlanta cost of living is lower than New York, and then make the lowest salary than New York.
Yeah, it's lower. Yes, the Atlanta's cost of living is lower.
Right. Yeah, but an average guy is not going to make $10,000 a year.
No, $10,000. No, what I'm trying to say is that you got techs that work for cable companies and electricians. That's what they bring in.
So and they're good.
Average people.
As long as they have these 6 principles, if that average man has those 6 principles, he is a high value man. Y'all need to go get him. You know what I'm saying? Go get him. Like, if he has these 6 principles, y'all need to go get him.
But you need to come get you.
Yeah, that's like a construction worker.
Okay.
We got construction workers out here that make that.
But he has to have these principles.
I got quite a few friends that makes in 6 figures. Quite a few.
Okay, it's 6 figures, but this man never brought up 6 figures.
No. I'm just saying. I never watched a video, so I can't even debate the video. I'll just answer some of the questions based on what I'm hearing out there.
Yeah, but these principles make sense. It makes sense because it says he has money, he has status, he has friends that can help. You know what I'm saying? He's also useful to his environment. And if he's not there, you feel it. That's big. You feel somebody's presence, and then when they not there, you know that they not. That's big. These are really 6 good principles that you should be looking for in a man. I believe that. So I was good with that. Now the 50 pounds
How
and
about
stuff, that's
hold
the
on, hold on,
easy
hold on. How
part.
about a man that don't make six figures that still can do that?
That it's a high value man. He never said anything about six figures ever. He never said anything about six figures.
Like I
Oh,
said,
okay.
when I saw
That
that,
was
The
just
lady
in the
who mentioned
video.
the money, it was the lady who
It
mentioned
was
the
a
money.
lady. It
Oh,
was
he never
that
said
was
anything about money.
Oh, see,
no.
yeah, we need to
know
watch this
that.
video.
No.
I need to
Let
watch
me
the video.
because
We need to
we
watch
went
the
all
video.
around the board and come right back to the beginning. I never seen anything like this, but that's
No, put
okay because I love y'all.
put
He
the
said,
video up.
look,
This is
Well,
what
we
I
didn't
want
see
to
the full
listen.
video,
This
he
is what
said,
so that's a
of
disadvantage.
the story.
See,
But
this is why
see,
she said we
okay,
should have watched
so
the video
he
first.
didn't. He may not
Right?
have
We
said
didn't
nothing about
study
it.
thank
before
you,
this.
Frederick. Thank you,
He
Frederick.
may not have said nothing about the six figures, and maybe she did bring it up because again, I didn't see the whole thing. But
Yes.
maybe she did, or I said she did bring it up.
Yes.
I'm still stuck on the part where he just said to her that basically she can't be in that type of scenario because of her scenario. So I don't know. You said she brought it up first. Okay, that's what she was saying, that she's
Right.
interested. I don't even know what her initial question was because she was trying to ask him a question.
Wait,
I don't know
Anthony.
if she got a chance.
Wait, Anthony. It's not your fault. It's Jay's fault. Because Jay, you did say, yeah, you did mention six figure. You did mention you don't mind being submissive and all these stuff with six figures.
Right, that's me. That's me. I'm not meeting six-figure men everywhere I go, but y'all are. So I need to roll with y'all then.
No, I thought you
Right?
was, the way you were saying it, I thought you were saying that's what he was saying, the six figure.
No, he never
That's
said
where I
that.
got that from.
No, she
Okay.
made that the topic.
I didn't know
tonight.
that.
That
Yeah,
was the topic of the video.
I thought she was
No,
quoting him.
but he told her that she's not that type of woman to be able to get that type of money from that type of man. That's
Even
the
though
point
she
that
makes
I
it.
said.
He won't
Yeah,
attract
so
that
it's
type
like
of man
like
because of her
what makes her
mindset.
feel like
That's
she
what he
can
was
get
saying.
this type
She
of
would
man
attract that type of
when
man.
she
That's what
looks
he
like
said.
a six, or her personal scenarios is what it is.
She
It
was
was
like
She
a
more
shouldn't
five.
feel
stuff
like she
too.
should get that.
No,
It
you
was
hear me?
more stuff
She
too.
was
It wasn't just her looks.
she was a 5 at best.
She wasn't even
Ooh,
that.
Jesus.
Before she get
She
herself
wasn't
together.
that, was she?
She wasn't even a five.
Y'all
Really?
just play the video.
Let
Oh
me
my God,
flash
That's what
this
she
for
said
you.
about
I'm not
herself.
gonna play it, but I'm gonna flash it for
And
you.
Dream, that's what she said about herself.
Oh,
Yeah,
she knew she
what
said
are
that?
you? Or what are you?
She wasn't
She
even
said,
a five.
well, I'm a 6, well, I'm a 5 until I get myself together, then I'm like a 6. And then that's kind of where he went off. But that was her problem
Oh,
at first
so
because she set
it
that
was very
stage.
easy for him to tear her down because she already came and told him.
Yes, she set that
That's
stage.
Just-
Together, her
She
mindset wasn't
disvalued
together.
herself first. She
Yes.
disvalued
And
herself
It was
first.
it's like,
easy.
so she
So he
opened the
added
door.
on to her
She
disvalue.
unlocked the
That's
door
all.
and he
Yes.
kicked it right open.
He came and tore her
You know
down.
what I'm saying? Right.
Yes.
She opened up Pandora's box for him to shoot her down.
Right.
She came and tore her
He
down.
gave him ammunition. He was like, "Oh, reload!"
Said bang,
Yes.
bang, bang, bang.
Yes.
Bow.
Yes.
She had
Definitely.
some other issues, and I don't think it's
This
fair
is why.
that
This is
you're
why I
She
single
did
said
have
mom.
other issues.
a
She
man is
did,
only going to
Anita.
do what you allow him to do, and allow him to
Absolutely.
treat you a certain way. If you
Yes.
don't
Like
show
I
this
said,
man that that's your worth and this is what you're worthy of, he's going to treat you how he feels, and he's going
And
to value you the
you
way he
can
feels he's valued.
absolutely.
Yes.
You can have a totally arrogant, inconsiderate man, human being type of man, but then he's treated every woman the same way. He might meet
Right.
you, Anita, and be like, yo, she's different. I cannot treat her the way I've treated
Like I
these
treated
other
these other
girls.
women. Right.
And then
Right.
he turns it all around because of the type of woman that you are and what you demand. But then
can
he
I-
was just with me last week and treated me like crap because I'm busy chasing his 6 figures. Like at the end of the day, a dude know a ugly dude, a cute dude, a fat dude, a skinny dude, a nice skin tone, whatever that is.
And they be
Dude,
with some
they
good-looking
know
women.
that if they just with you, if you with them for the money, and sometimes you get treated as such. But then they get with a female that they know, like, whether I give or don't give, she's good. She's with me because she's with me. Like, and that plays a different part as well.
Can I give a quick example?
Yeah.
Sure.
I was in a relationship with a female that begged me to value her, and I overlooked it, and I got with another female that didn't deserve the value that she asked me for, and I gave it to her, which got me kicked in my ass. If you understand what I'm saying.
Well, like I
that
said,
was clear.
That deserved the treatment that I gave the girl that I decided to be with, gave me her ass to kiss, and the woman that was worthy and asked for that treatment, I didn't give it to her, and I got kicked in my ass.
Right.
I'm so proud of you, Fred.
But that's how I said in the beginning, though. I said that we have to value our, look at the value of the person. It's not just the finances, it's the person. And I meant what I said. If it's a man, and we're gonna talk back about money real quick. If he's making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, but he sees you and you are doing a lot of different, projects and things, and you're reading books and you're improving yourself. If he truly wants to be with you, he gonna step up his game.
He gonna step up his game.
Gonna do everything he needs to do to catch up with you, because
like Beyonce said, let me upgrade you. That's what Beyonce said. Let me upgrade you. You could be a multi-billion-dollar man, but you want to take me to the meeting because I'm the cherry on top. I know how to talk to them. I know how to invite the boss and his family and friends over to dinner and cook him a meal that he love or never had. We supposed to compliment each other. And when I feel my man is treating me as such, I'm going to honor you and act as such. You treat me as I'm just your little Barbie doll just to fit the bill. What kind of relationship you really have? Right.
You don't want to be a trophy wife.
You have to be able.
I mean, I can't help that I am, but still.
But you have to be able to speak. You have to be able to speak and conduct yourself in these situations. But like I said too, even if he's not there yet, and I love what Destiny has said, she's pushing her man. But at the end of the day, let's be 100. He got to start pushing himself too. And that's the thing. That's the key right there. If a man if he's looking at you and see that you're doing all this stuff because you're grinding, you on your grind, and you're trying to be successful, and he's still sitting up like, well, dang, then you might need to look somewhere else. But if he see you trying to be successful, and you see him grabbing books, you see him taking courses, you see him doing everything he can to to help, and not just help himself, but help you. Like, hey, baby, I edit these videos for you, or guess what, I can do your voiceover work for you.
That's what I'm attracted to. That's what I'm attracted to.
You grinding too, because you see my worth, and now you.
I need a supporter.
Right.
I agree
with that.
Right.
I definitely agree with that.
I need that woman that's gonna be like, babe, you slipping, you slacking. What the fuck you doing? Get your ass up. Don't play with me. I need that.
Right. I've had Mel.
Not that one that's gonna be like, oh, you don't want to do it today? Okay, we ain't doing it. So what?
I have males that I've known for years that have seen me like in different situations or fashion shows or just different things just in life, growing up in school or in my neighborhood. And then until a scenario puts us together, when they actually talk to me and they go, you know what? I really thought that you were conceited, or I really thought this, that, and the third, or whatever, because all they see is, I'm just one of them people like a chameleon, like red hair one day, black hair one day, short, curly. So again, you just see me on my girly all the time. I'm really speak when spoken to, like when I'm outside. So people just think I'm not speaking because I'm conceited. I just keep my circle kind of small. When we get in a scenario, then I choose to speak to you. I'm very respectful and pleasant. So when they get it, it was like, to really get to know you, feel, but I just thought you wouldn't speak to me. I thought you were in this and a third. And I'm like, you see this story, you see the glory, but you don't know the story. I'm not that type of woman. So if you get to know the person I am, you'll know I'm not like that. But again, that's what they always say, you can't judge a book by its cover. So it don't matter whether there's money or there's money, because like we said earlier, in Anita, you can have and be a total. I had to visit somebody in jail, and this was years ago. I put the money in their commissary, gave them a nice little amount of money. Something happened when I got stuck on Rikers Island, and I was kind of younger, like I couldn't make it home. I had no change in my pocket because I wanted to make sure the person was straight. Nobody, just quarters to use the phone.
Oh, you breaking up.
It was not the people that had a job that walked around and looked like something. It was a looking dude that gave me his last change in his pocket for me to use the phone for my mommy at the time and tell her that I was stuck on Rikers. I know I didn't look like no bum, but everybody walked by me looking at me like, I'm not giving her no change. She asked me for change. But the guy that looked like nothing is the one that gave me he's like, this is my last change, and I'm trying to get out of here too. But he said, young girl, and he said he'll make it to his destination. He gave me his change. So like buy their money and enough was judged because I asked for 50 cents to look like he wouldn't have it or give is the one that gave it to me.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Money, I like to have it and have a lot of it and to get you messed up in the game. I gotta choose in my feelings, my emotions, and how I'm getting treated. And hopefully it would be a stitch in the
Okay. So
situation
let me ask you guys
that
because
also financially
okay. I'm sorry because you're going in and out, so we hear like every other word.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, it's very
I thought
hard
it
to
was my
follow you.
phone.
It's very
takes
hard
more
to follow you.
Well,
I'm
no,
gonna
I
have to
have
edit.
me because
Internet.
Yeah, that ain't working. Okay, all right. Um, okay, did she? Okay. Let me ask you guys. Since we talked, and this was a great show. It did exactly what I needed it to do. You guys were amazing. Let me ask you something. Last question. Do y'all see anything in what I said, right? And which is what Mr. Samuel said. Do y'all see anything that y'all think that y'all should change? Or anything
Yeah.
that needs to be revised or anything that may have changed your mind on what it takes to be a high value partner. Because the focus shouldn't have been the money. The focus should have been what you can do better to be a better asset to your partner. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna say this based on.
In order to answer to your question, I'm not focused to be a better partner, better person to my partner. I'm focusing to be better me. And hopefully in being better me, I'll make a better partner for him. But him is not my focus. Me is my focus. I'm doing things to myself to increase my money worth for 2021. So, you know what I mean? I'm making a better me. You know what I mean? And if he can benefit from it or bring something to the table, then we can make it happen.
Okay. Very good, Diva. I want to hear what everybody got to say. Come on, Anita, Renee, somebody tell
I'm
me.
getting ready. Well, I like to say something. I'm going to agree with Diva because, like I keep saying, it all starts with you. You have to be good enough for you in order to be better for your partner. It has nothing to do with money. Nothing at all to do with money. If you guys are loving each other and neither one of y'all are making a dime, y'all can make it happen for each other.
Okay, all right, Renee. Okay, Anita. Oh, Frederick. Okay, Frederick.
Listen, I feel like this. How you feel about yourself? If you say I'm wealthy, regardless if you have money or not, if you feel like I'm a wealthy person, I'm a wealthy being, as the person that I am, and the kind-hearted, sweet, whatever the case may be, you're gonna value that. Like my love and what I give is priceless. So if you can't accept that, it has to be some type of money involved, then you don't need to be with me all around.
Good job, good answer.
At the end of the day, yes, we all love money. Hell yeah. You can't do nothing without money. But at the end of the day, that person that's gonna ride with you, broke or not, is the person that you need to keep by your side.
There you go.
Because the one that's gonna be like, oh, if they're not gonna ride and be with you during the struggle, so when you get to that point where you wealthy and valuable and you got 6 figures or better, then I don't need you. Can't smell my breath. Get out of here.
Okay, Frederick. Okay. Who wanna go next? Anita, Antoinette?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Anita, go. So, based on your question was, did we see anything in this discussion that make us, or in that to make us want to change or whatever? And to be honest with you,
to be a high value partner.
And here's the thing, I don't agree with his definition of high value. Okay. So, because I don't agree with his definition of high value, that's not my goal at all. Period. I'm all about what Diva said, and that is I work on Anita. I'm working on myself to make myself a better person. And either you're gonna be there or you're not gonna be there. Now, granted, I do have standards when it comes to money and dating, because I did try to date guys that made less than me, and it did not work out for one reason or another. So I had to come back to myself and say, okay, what is it about you that's attracting this kind of behavior? And I fixed those things. Okay. So at the end of the day, like I'm dating right now an electrician. And I mean, it's fine. I mean, we still got our issues, but it's fine. But my point is that it's certain things that I'm a want, and I don't require much of a man, but you need to have what I have. I have my own vehicle. I have my own place. I have employment that I get a W-2 from. Now, the only caveat to the W-2 is if you own your own business, then that's fine. But it has to be a certain amount, because what I've experienced, and I'm not saying everybody else, but what I've experienced is he feels some type of way because of my strong personality if he ain't making more than me.
I want to say something. I don't know if everybody else want to read, but I want to elaborate on something that you said just now. Now, you said that you've been in a relationship with people that make less than you didn't work.
Yeah, I had 2 different relationships, and they did not. And I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm just saying it didn't work. I mean, like one guy, he didn't have a job, and I was dating him, but he brought other things to the table. Like he helped me move into my spot. He was fixing stuff at the house. So to me, you were valuable, but he didn't see that. He saw, oh, well, you're paying all the bills.
Oh, that's why.
And I'm thinking like, I know, like it wasn't that I was emasculating him at all.
Oh,
it was
okay. That's expression. That's why expression, because I mean, I've dated guys that make less than me, and I mean, and it's fine. As long as you make me feel good and you're there for me, you my support team, you my cheerleader, and you got my back, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I think most of us just want to be comfortable in life. They don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. I think that's most of our goals. But I'll stop.
No, but you understand what happened in my situation though.
Yes.
Because then the other guy, he did have a job, but he didn't make as much as me, and he felt like, oh well, we can't do this because of this. And I said, I never asked you to do that. I never said we had to do that. So I can't. At this day and age, I know you got to kiss a lot of frogs or whatever. I'm sick of kissing frogs, so I just put those little standards.
I get you. I understand.
I just got out of a relationship like that. I was the breadwinner in my relationship. I took care of her. I catered to her, took care of her, and I didn't care. And I told her, but just don't take advantage of that. Don't take advantage of my kindness and what I'm doing for you and cater to you as you are my queen and I take care of you. But you kicked up your feet and put your head back and said, you thinking just opening your legs and telling me you love me is gonna make this relationship work. It don't work like that.
Right. There you go.
Because what I was trying
to let me ask you, Frederick, what else was she supposed to do?
She could have supported him.
I didn't hear it all. I was snapping a thing. That's why I was like, what was she supposed to do? I'm sorry. I didn't hear everything you said. I'm sorry.
No, as like I said, I explained to her, listen, I cater to my woman like to a certain extent, but if you taking advantage of the fact that, oh, he's gonna do this and do that, and I'm not gonna do anything besides open my legs and tell you I love you, then that's not a relationship.
Exactly.
Oh, you want her to like cook and clean and do all the extra stuff?
I don't want her to, but help out every now and then.
Oh,
like,
that's what I was trying to get you
things,
to say. There you go.
Certain minimum of things, and I'm like, just because I said I would do it, don't mean you don't do it.
Right. Did you tell her?
What I'm saying?
Did you tell her?
Yeah, I told her.
Okay, then she didn't do it. So that's a deal breaker. Okay, that's a deal breaker. I get it.
Yeah, I told her she could have attitude. How you get mad because I'm asking you to help out?
Right. I get it. I
mean, if he's paying all the bills, the least you could do is cook the man.
Yes,
wash his clothes, iron his pants. I mean, it don't take that much.
That's why I said I can agree with
enthusiastically.
Right,
yes,
that's why I said I can agree with this
guy.
Now
y'all agree. Okay, all right.
No.
I didn't. So here's the
thing. You had to say it. I get it.
No, it's not even that. I said that's why I said I can agree to what he was saying as far as like when he comes home from work, you should greet me at the door. Hi, babe. How was your day?
Really?
I'm sitting here.
You better
knock at the house.
You
you shouldn't be in the back of the house. Talk about come here. You come to me and say hi to me. And why should I come in the door and have to come to you where you are in the back of the damn apartment?
You don't know. But that's regular proper etiquette. That when you enter somewhere, you say hi. That is not true proper etiquette. That when you enter anywhere, you say hi. It don't mean we're not taking who
and say hi. I'm sorry.
It's like you come in the house and when I see you, even if I'm in my bedroom, ask you, how was your day? That's like that. But if you come into the house, you're coming in Oh damn! Can you hear me?
We weren't. You were going in and out, sounding like.
Can you hear me?
It was just like,
Sorry.
like you had the hiccups.
Well, Antoinette, it's on you anyway. Now, let me ask you, because I think you missed the question.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me? Now, look, Antoinette, you missed the question, so I'm glad you're talking. The question was, out of all that we covered tonight, did you see anything that you think you need to change to be more of a high-value partner that can help you be more of a high-value partner in your relationship?
Anything that transpired tonight, no, didn't make me feel like that. But in general, because no one is perfect, don't laugh, y'all. No one is perfect, but in general, I feel like I try to improve myself in general every day, based off your partner's needs and wants. Because me being in a relationship, sometimes things do change, including weight. So sometimes the things that you may have wanted in the beginning of a relationship is not. I'm saying that to mess with y'all. But the things that you wanted in the beginning of the relationship tend to change and alter as you grow with the person, and alter what you thought you wanted and what you didn't want in the beginning might change in year 3 or year 5. And we've been together 8 years. So, we've grown certain elements, a lot of elements with each other, and, better than where the point is to grow together and to be better than last year, to be better than yesterday. So I always look for or try to be receptive of things that makes me a better woman, friend, mother, girlfriend, just in general. So overall, there's a lot of things I try to alter myself, to make the one that I love happy. But then there's also things that I'm just very rock hard stern about. Like, I'm never going to give up myself and what I feel just for a price tag, or sometimes what a man think is a certain type of woman. Nah, I know what I bring to the table, and if I know that, I already know my plate is already full. Like, I have the table already. You could bring the fork, your own spoon, or whatever the case may be, but my table is already full. I'm already like solidified. I'm not in the highest standard that I'm still trying to go, but in the same token is that I just feel like if you find that right person, y'all supposed to be going and getting better together, respectfully,
Well, thank you for sharing your point of view, Antoinette.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your point of view.
What you said?
Yes. Now myself, let me tell y'all, okay? Yeah, this is not going to be a crowd favorite here. I saw quite a few things that I needed to change. Quite a few things. Because from my last relationship, I kind of brought a little bit of that over to my new relationship, to whereas I was like, okay, he's on his own, I'm on my own. He doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. I never thought about putting them together like I did in the last relationship, because I didn't want the last outcome. You get what I'm saying? Now, when I saw this was like my eye opener. Like, do what you did before to keep that man you had 8 years. You know what I'm saying? That man that put a ring on your finger. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do with this if you want this to go anywhere. So I started to change. I started to show I'm supporting you. You can do it. You're my king, because that's what I believe. If you with me, that's what you're going to be, because I'm a queen. I run all this.
Amen. Say it again.
Now,
Amen. Say it again.
And I said, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to push him, because I see the qualities in him to be that high value partner. I really think he could really be a 6-figure, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he see it until, you know what I'm saying, he see it. I'm going to be there pushing him, because I feel I care about him, and I feel like that's where he going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's harder to push them when they don't see it.
It's not hard. If you got somebody that some people don't see your vision until you see it.
The only thing that makes it.
No, I said it's harder when they don't see their value and see that they can be.
The only thing that makes it hard is when you think it's hard.
Okay, so let me finish. Okay, so I said, okay, and if that man that I'm with said, you better not gain 50 pounds, guess what? Jay not gaining 50 pounds. I'm not losing my dude. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? If he told me to shut up and sit down, I'm shutting up and sitting down, because I mean, it might not be as quickly.
My vocabulary.
And then you're gonna get up and
Yes. Yes. No, I'm very submissive. Like what? And I'm not mouthy.
Sit your ass there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let me sit down. I want to keep you. Let me sit down. Because obviously I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And you know what that's doing?
Obviously, wait, Renee. Okay, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, discerning and discipline, that's what I am now. Because I used to be a live wire. So I'm ready. If he sees something that ain't right, oh, let me know. Because I think we going somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They should know. Each partner should let each other know what. If they feeling something.
I am very submissive.
Communicate.
And I'm ready. Let me tell you something. If you're not all in, if you're not all into a relationship, you don't even start.
You're submissive?
I am submissive. I'm very submissive.
I ain't submitting to nobody.
Get up and punch somebody in the face.
You submissive? What days?
Me? I'm the type of woman that would bring your. I'm bringing your food. Wait, Renee. I'm bringing your food. I'm bringing your drink, and I'm bringing your slippers. I'm more loyal than a dog. Are you crazy?
Okay, hold on. But are you doing this for somebody's
two different things?
Hold on.
What?
There's a difference between two. Yes.
What? And I'm turning you out every night and twice on Sundays.
Hold on. You may be loyal, but you're not submissive.
Amen.
I'm very submissive. Y'all know about me. I'm super.
Are you doing this? Are you doing this for? Do you have a ring, or is this just a boyfriend that you're doing this for?
Well, this is a boyfriend that will soon.
Well,
be my husband. You have to work up to that. You have to work up to that.
Only reason I asked that question, though, seriously, all jokes aside, is because I know so many women that was a wifey without that ring or last name.
And I know so many women that are lonely.
Oh well, I don't. But I'm just saying, but
because they don't want to do the stuff they need to take to get a man. I'm sorry. Anita, I'm just saying, you're not lonely, so you know what I'm talking about, Anita. You got an electrician. Like, come on now. I know a lot of lonely
because here's the difference in me and everybody else. I was married. I am single. Well, not single. I mean, I have a boyfriend. But my point of it is,
I was married too for 10 years.
I'm perfectly content by my damn self. I'm extremely happy. I have done so much shadow work. I'm still doing some shadow work to make myself better. So I am content with that. I like the fact that my man got shit to do, that he ain't got to be bothered with me. I love that because I have stuff to do too. So the only reason I was saying that, because like I said, one girl, she did get married, but she got married to somebody else. But she spent 5 years being wifey to this man that didn't even marry her. And that's I feel like this. I don't want you to, and this is just me caring about you. I don't want you to waste your pearl on a swine. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I did 8 years, and I got my ring in the end, but I didn't want it. But
you get where I'm going though. I mean, it's okay to be submissive. Yeah. It's okay to have that attitude, but just make sure it's for the right guy. Because if you do all this stuff for them now, and they ain't did nothing.
But see, that's the difference with me. I think that's what should be done in a relationship. Yeah, my parents worked together 34 years. 34 years. And that's what I watched my mother do. Do you know she couldn't fling shot him out the house? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't go nowhere. Like, that's where I'm going with it. I have never been broken up with. God forbid no Jay. But nobody has ever broken up with me. I've always left because I got tired of the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's who he a king. Anybody that's with me, if I make you my man, you a king. You may not be exhibiting those qualities at the time, but you will from being around me. I'm saying I'm holding you down. That's what I do. And that's why I didn't have a problem with what he was saying. Because some of this stuff is common sense. Some of this stuff is common sense, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah, I do.
It's a thing of being a strong woman, but when you too strong, guess where that ends up? Self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's like, come on.
I have a phrase. Strong. I don't know if I can say it.
I can't do that.
I have a phrase, but I don't know if I can say it if it's appropriate.
Say it.
So the phrase is this: sometimes as women, we got to put our dick away.
Yes. you. Thank you.
Gotta put
it's
it
like
up.
you too strong. You banging on bacon. He got to do it. No, it's not. Some men just want a soft woman that want to help them, that want to be there for them. That's why submissive is not always you putting on a dog collar. You understand? Submissive is I'm gonna do what it takes to make you happy, and in turn you will be making me happy. So it's a give and take.
And sometimes we gotta put our pussies away too.
Well, I don't know if you can say that, Renee. Now, yeah. Yeah.
But when I make that statement, Renee, it's more so when women some of us we
and
get
it's never a time when you put your vagina away when you're in a relationship.
I'm talking about when I say put our dick away. I'm talking about
FOURTH.
we be wanting to do everything. Like I'm gonna pay for this.
Like, I don't need a man.
I
don't need a man.
Well, what you need me for?
Right, and that's how men feel sometimes. And he talked about that too. I just didn't make that point, but he did talk about that too. Where it's like, I got a degree, and I got a house, and I got a car, and I got a business. I don't need you, but if you want to be with me, then you don't need me. Then go ahead, soul sister, go ahead, superwoman. You can do it on your own.
But that's the whole thing. But see, and I think that's the other part of this too, and the reason I feel different about it, because I don't plan on getting married again ever again. I'm done. I don't want to do that.
If you had told us that from the beginning, I would have understood you way better.
Well, no, I don't. Look, I done
a lot of time.
No, you understand? I done did it for. I was married for 16 years.
And you don't have to be married or not to want to be good to your man. Like,
right.
So it don't matter if she want to get married again or not.
Right.
But it shows why she do some of the things she was saying. That's why. Like, that's the first question that he asked a woman before he started to counsel her. He asked her age. He asked her, how many. Also asked her, does she want to be married? Because now he knows how to come at her. Y'all gotta watch these videos and see how he does stuff. So I didn't do it because I asked the question: who was in a relationship? Who's married?
That's what I'm in a relationship.
I'm backing up for men right now since they.
Right. You did say that. Yeah, so you get what I'm saying? But there's a method. There's a method to why he does stuff. And I even learned a little bit about how to structure this podcast because of that. I don't know, when y'all come back and y'all look on this video, and please subscribe to Uniq Xpressions podcast on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram, okay? When you look back on this video on YouTube, you're going to notice how I tied everything together. It's not going to sound right now, but you're going to know I did learn some key principles from this man. So he's not a bad man. You're going to notice how I brought everything back around. And y'all going to notice how some of y'all opinions changed at the end.
Exactly.
I just didn't say nothing, but some of y'all opinions started to change at the end. So
mine stayed the same.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't agree with
the 50 pounds got me.
I don't agree with his definition. Yeah. I don't, because I've met, and been around, and like I said, I was put on game a little earlier that I didn't follow. But the bottom line of it is it's all kinds of people out there, and because it's all kinds of people, I'm not going to just take what he said and say, oh, well, that's how you meet. No, it's not. It's not. It's really not.
I definitely get it. I want to thank y'all because this was a great show. It's a great show. I really appreciate y'all, and y'all held it down. I would say tomorrow y'all can go and y'all can actually see the video and message us on our YouTube page, on our Facebook, on our Instagram. Let us know what you thought about the show, like, or any suggestion you got, or our next topic, or anything like that, because it does help. And let me just put up this. Let's see if this works. So these are our pages here. We have the Uniq Xpressions podcast on YouTube and Facebook, and we also have the Uniq Xpressions, Uniq_Xpressions_ podcast _ on Instagram. Okay. Did everybody enjoy themselves?
I definitely.
Have a good time?
I definitely.
So y'all know this part, right? This is the part where we say goodnight. Everybody wave. Good night.
Good night, people.
All right. Good job. Good job.
Something to y'all. Good night.
Good night.